It's time. It's time for Chicago Blackhawks hockey.
Fires, he scores!
On the Blackhawks Radio Network.
Number 400 for Patrick Kane!
The march to the Stanley Cup has begun.
Way to go, Blackhawks!
It's go time. Now, welcome the Chicago Blackhawks radio broadcast team.
The Chicago Blackhawks hit the ice down here on Tobacco Road tonight, hoping to earn their first win of the season. And though the Hawks have been trending toward ending their losing ways, taking down the undefeated Carolina Hurricanes, especially here in Carolina, is not going to be easy. Hi again, everyone. John Weideman, along with Paul. Give me a little fist bump there.
We'll do it.
Paul Caponigri. We've been working together a couple of games, having a lot of fun, working with Paul. Joe Brand, of course, is standing by in Blackhawks Central. We want to welcome you into our broadcast here this evening. The Blackhawks and the Carolina Hurricanes, first of two meetings in 6 days between these two teams. And last night, the Hurricanes had a home game. They did, against the Boston Bruins, where they prevailed 3-0. And everything went right for the Canes. Tonight, they're going to go with the same lineup that they have had for the 6 wins, with the exception of their goaltender, Antti Raanta, the former Blackhawk goaltender. So, Paul, to me, that signals an open door of sorts, maybe an opportunity. And the way the Blackhawks have been playing in the last couple of games, they haven't been winning. I'm not going to sit there and try and blow sunshine, but They have been playing better. And hopefully we're going to see the culmination of that hard work with a win here tonight. Hopefully, and knocking wood as well.
Absolutely, and hey, they can take advantage of a goalie that hasn't seen a live puck since the preseason, so that's something to consider as well. But you know, when you look at the Blackhawks right now, we're at home for 4 straight, so this is their first chance to get back right on the road. They've struggled to come out of the gate on the road and get a lead, or just keep it 0-0 to be exact, but. That's a key tonight. If they can get off to a good start, hey, like I said, new goalie, hasn't seen a puck all the year yet. Get the puck to the net, go to the net, make havoc for him.
All right, let's get to tonight's injury report. It's sponsored by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, the card to carry through it all. Well, we have good news on this front. We understand that both Wyatt Kalynuk and defenseman Caleb Jones, 2 defensemen, have been skating. That's good news. The fact that the boys are back at the Fifth Third Arena and wheeling around and getting back to their normal form, that is really good news. On the COVID front, Patrick Kane remains out of the lineup on the COVID protocol, as do a few other Hawks. And hopefully that's going to come to an end here in the next couple of days. We wish all of those gentlemen the best of health, speedy recovery, and get back into the lineup real soon. Right now, I'm going to get to Who Am I Banking On, sponsored by Marquette Bank. Wake up to a better way to bank with Marquette Bank and Fun Rewards. Tonight, I'm picking the leading scorer so far on the Chicago Blackhawks, and it just happens to be a defenseman, Seth Jones. I'm going to pick Seth Jones for this game here tonight. I'm banking on Seth Jones to come up big, maybe even score his first Blackhawks goal. And now it's time for the keys to the game, sponsored by Team Hochberg. Hey, if you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your existing home, go to 56david.com. Paul, lay those keys on.
Yeah, John, the Hawks have not been very good, obviously, 5-on-5. So one of the big keys is the special teams. Win that special teams battle. Actually, both of these teams have been very good, both in the top 10 in each category of power play penalty kill. So that could be a crucial point tonight for the Blackhawks. Another one is we heard it from Jeremy Colleton, is a way to find more offense without neglecting the defense. Being hard on them is a key to do that. Finding more offense without giving up the odd man rushes and giving them easy chances. And then finally, third one is keep it simple on the road. If you got a puck just inside your blue line, chip it out. Don't try to overdo it. It'll create things down the road. Be patient with that, but keep it simple early on the road.
Now, who's your pick to perform?
You know, my pick to perform tonight is a guy that's very familiar with these Carolina Hurricanes, played a lot against them, playing in the Eastern Conference for most of his career. It's Tyler Johnson, and he brings it every night. He brings that energy. I think tonight he's going to be able to find the back of the net, maybe a little power play action. Sure. He's my pick to perform, and that's sponsored by Ditch Witch Midwest. Since 1970, Ditch Witch Midwest has been your partner for trenchers, cable plows, and directional drills. Visit ditchwitchmidwest.com.
All right, very good. Well, the stage has been set down here in Carolina. The Blackhawks and the Hurricanes will do battle here in just a couple of minutes. But right now, we're going to send it down to ice level, as we usually do, and we're going to pick up our Star-Spangled Banner. Hawk fans, you may not be here in Carolina, or maybe some of them are. Enjoy the anthem either way.
Fans at this time, please rise if you are able. Kindly remove your caps and join us as we honor America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Performed this evening by South Carolina State University Artist-in-Residence, Willie Bradley.
Well done. Well done. Never heard it like that before, Paul.
That was beautiful.
That was outstanding. All right, let's get to the starting lineups. In goal for the Carolina Hurricanes, former Blackhawk goaltender Antti Raanta, career against the Blackhawks, 3-1-1 with one shutout. At defense for the Canes, Brady Shea and Brett Pesce. Up front from left to right, Andrei Svechnikov starts at left wing, centering the Canes opening line, Vincent Trocheck, and starting at the right wing is Martin Necas. For the Blackhawks, it's Kevin Lankinen in goal. And Kevin Lankinen, in his career against the Carolina Hurricanes, is 2-2-1. At defense for the Hawks, Seth Jones and Calvin DeHaan. Up front from left to right, Brandon Hagel starts at left wing. Jonathan Toews centers the Hawks opening line. Ryan Carpenter starts at the right wing. Referees tonight are Garrett Rank and Bo Halkitis. The linesmen are Scott Cherry and Ryan Daisy. First of two meetings between these two teams in the span of 6 days set to begin. The opening face-off won by the Hawks, and we're underway. And now right away, Calvin DeHaan, the former Cane, pitches over to Seth Jones. He'll fire the puck ahead and down into the Hurricane end. Hustling play there by Hagel to eliminate the icing. Got the puck back to the left point, and DeHaan will fire. That sails wide of the Hurricane net. Necas at center ice, shot the puck ahead. It deflects into the Hawk zone. DeHaan on it. He'll pitch it up the left side boards. And at center ice now, Hagel directs it back into the Hawk end. Jones will pitch the puck up the right side to center ice, and the Canes will get it back now. Svechnikov at the Hurricane line, dropping it back to Pesce along the right boards, then to Brady Shea along the left boards. A long dump in from there is stopped with the stick from Lankinen into the Hawk crease. Teams and line changes. Here's Tyler Johnson, Hawk blue line to Dominic Kubalik in over the Hurricane line. Let one rip from the high slot. It was blocked. Kirby Dach got it back left corner, put it out to the left point. And Jake McCabe fires, and that deflects wide of the Hurricane net. We're going to have a fast pace here tonight because this Hurricane team can absolutely fly, and they're big, too. Here now behind the Hawk net, Jordan Staal takes the puck and centers. That's off the stick of Jesper Fast. The other way comes Kirby Dach through center ice. He was caught before he got to the Hurricane line. Canes get the puck back. Nino Niederreiter into the Hawk zone, down to the left wing to the corner. Has the puck. Stabs it up the boards, but it's taken back by Tyler Johnson. Then he lost it down to the left wing corner. Jordan Staal there. Put it behind the Hawk net for Fast, who moves it to the right point for Shea. He'll spin it in behind the Hawk net. Jordan Staal there to get it to Niederreiter back in the net. Winds it around out to the right point for Brady Shea, but it just eludes his outstretched stick, and the puck slides all the way down into the Hurricane end. Hawks in a line change.
Good couple simple, nice plays by the Hawks early in the neutral zone, and then a really nice play by Connor Murphy getting back to the slot and negating a Canes chance.
There's Sebastian Aho, left wing corner Hawk zone. Fed a pass into the deep slot area. And Brett Pesce, the Canes defenseman, was late getting there, and the puck slides all the way down. That pounding you heard was Mike Hardman putting the shoulder into Brett Pesce in the Hurricane zone. Back into the Hawk zone, Teuvo Teravainen to Pesce near the left point. He snaps one in on goal, and down is Lankinen with a butterfly save. Aho back in the net. Put it out to Pesci, right point. He'll fire, and Lankinen down in the butterfly, makes the save again. The rebound skips out to Adam Gaudette. Gaudette through center ice over the Hurricane line down the right wing, shoots, and a butterfly save made on this time, but at the Hurricanes end by Antti Raanta. Easy for me to say. And now the puck taken by Isaac Phillips in his NHL and Blackhawks debut, firing it down the boards into the Hurricane zone with so much force it circled the net and ends up back at center ice, and Eric Gustafsson will take it back behind the Hawk net. Stop and have a look.
Yeah, really nice play by Adam Gaudette. I think everybody thought he was going to dump that in. Instead, he gives a little fake, goes around him, gets a nice shot, and first one for the Hawks.
So the puck deflects up into the Hurricane bench, everybody ducking over there. 17-10 left in the first period here in Carolina. Scoreless. They'll face it out over the center ice faceoff.
John, you can see right now the ice is really fast here right now, and the boards, those yellow dashers around the bottom of the boards are very lively. Something the Hawks to take a look at on dump-ins, on cross-ice dump-ins, stuff like that. You might be able to create some offense on those. Something for the Hawks, but the ice is really quick right now. Hawks take advantage of that.
Jonathan Taves got the puck to Ryan Carpenter in over the Hurricane line to the right wing boards where he backhands it down to the corner, but the Canes get it back and come out. Led by Natchez on a 3-on-2 rush it over the Hawk line. Cross now to Vincent Trocheck, and he'll fire from the left wing circle. Nice play there by Lankinen to kick it away. The other way comes Taves. Through center ice over the Canes line right wing. Drop pass now to McCabe. He'll fire. And down in the butterfly save position was Antti Raanta. And then the puck cleared to center ice by Svechnikov, taken back into the Hurricane zone. Tyler Johnson will fire from the left circle. Raanta got a piece of that with the pads. The other way comes Jesper Fast through center ice. Crisscrossing with Trocheck in over the Hawk line. And Fast will fire from the top of the left wing circle. Jones got the stick on that, deflecting it up into the protective netting. Out of play it goes. No score, 16:21 left in period number one.
You love to see it right now. The Hawks are getting pucks to the net. That's three now. Jake McCabe with the puck on the right dot gets the shot through. It was a block by Natchez, but then Tyler Johnson comes in on the left circle and puts another hard shot on the Hawks. They're on net. They're not wasting time. I'd love to see that early on. Get pucks to the net.
Draw comes back to Ethan Bear, formerly of the Edmonton Oilers, and for the left point, he feeds it into the high slot area. Jacob Slavin ripped one wide of the Hawk net. Here's Jordan Stahl with a wraparound from behind. Kicked out of there by Lankinen. And now Slavin at the Hawk line tried to bat the puck in deep, picked off by the Hawks. Here's Calvin DeHaan to center ice and over the Hurricane blue line. Spun the puck down to the left wing corner. Slavin will play it up the right side to Niederreiter. Clears it across the rink, and now Jordan Stahl will collect. Stripped of the puck by Hardman. He's back into the Hurricane zone. Hardman left circle, put it out in front for Philip Kurashev. It was just past his outstretched stick. He got a tip on it. Kurashev takes it back to the right point, spins it down behind the Hurricane net into the left wing corner. Hardman putting the body there on Fost, and then the puck centered into the crease by DeBrincat is picked off by Raanta with the glove. Well, we've had a lot of action here. No score anyway, but 7 shots on goal, and this has been a very active hockey game.
Yeah, it's been a really good start for the Hawks. Yeah, Canes have had the puck a couple times in their zone, but they've actually come back to the net, made good plays. And then right there, Alex DeBrincat is below the goal line, and what is his first thought? Get the puck, throw it at the net. It was more of a pass at the net, but
sure.
Hey, it's still laid there for a second. Good play by DeBrincat. I like the mentality early on here.
I tell you, a play like that by DeBrincat, even though, as you said, 2 feet below the goal line, sometimes you can catch a goalie not paying 100% attention, and that might be the inopportune time for him to let a bad one go in. And the other way into the Hawk zone, a backhand shot came in from Derek Stepan from the left circle, and Lankinen makes the stick and glove save. Face-off will be in the circle to his right. No
John,
score in the game.
Excuse me, John. We only have half the duo tonight, but every goal and assist by Patrick Kane or Jonathan Taves this season is sponsored by ChevyDriveChicago.com. Check out Chevy Shop, Click and Drive. Shop online 24/7 at ChevyDriveChicago.com.
Reese Johnson and Steven Lorentz battle for the draw. Draw won by the Hurricanes. And Ian Cole fires from the left point. Kicked out of there by Lankinen. Puck cleared to center ice now by Reese Johnson. Hurricanes get it back in their end. Here's Ian Cole with it. Notre Dame product. Circle to the left of Antti Raanta. Put the puck over to Anthony DeAngelo. He'll pass ahead on the right wing to Lorentz Hawk line. He runs into McCabe of the Hawks. And the Hawks will get the puck back. Murphy backhands it off the right side glass and down. And there'll be no icing as the Canes get to the puck. Quick pass up ice by DeAngelo, picked off at center ice. Kurashev into the Hurricane zone to DeBrincat, walking it to the front of the net, shoots, and down is Raanta with a butterfly save. DeBrincat sends it left point to Hahn. Quick pass right point, Seth Jones. Jones will walk it into the deep slot, give it to DeBrincat, who let it go down the slot, and Kurashev turns and fires. That deflects wide into the near corner. D'Angelo hit by Hardman as he unleashes the pass around behind the Hurricane net to Martinuk. Head to Aho in over the Hawk line right wing. Checked off the puck. Seth Jones will take it away and push the puck over the line to center ice, forcing the Canes to regroup. Shea firing it down the left wing boards into the Hawk zone. So much force it circled the net. It ends up out to center ice. Canes attack again. Here's a pass from Shea to Aho Hawk line. Skips off his stick. Taves got it back at center ice to Carpenter at the Hurricane line right wing. He'll fire it down the boards and in behind the Hurricane net and up the far side. Brandon Hagel racing through the puck down the left wing corner. Spins it behind the net around to the right half boards. Eric Gustafson down to put it behind the net. Taves in front. Hagel shoots. He scores! Brandon Hagel! Off of a perfect setup from Jonathan Taves. And for Hagel, that's his first goal of the season. The goal at 6:12 of period number 1 makes it 1-0 in favor of the Hawks, who right now are outworking the Hurricanes.
Patience by the captain. They're fighting off a check. He finds Hagel, comes out from behind the net on the right side of Ranta, comes out and gets his head up at the last second, finds Hagel, who's maybe 3 feet from him in total width, but he puts it out there for him on a tee, and Hagel one-times it into the back end of the net, gives the Hawks that all-important first goal. And we were talking about those boards are so lively right now. It's like they're slicked up in oil, but they rounded them a couple times. Taves finally gathered it by the net, finds Hagel, and the Hawks lead it 1-0.
I'm not sure if Carpenter's going to get the second assist on this or if it's going to be Gustafson, but either way, the Hawks have connected. Let's see how the Hurricanes respond. Back in the Hawk zone, Kirby Dach to the loose puck in the near corner, passing up ice for Dominic Kubalik. It's off his stick and down into the Hurricane zone. Ranta clears the puck up the right boards to center ice, front of the benches, and then Jordan Stahl at the Hawk line coughed up the puck, taken back by Nino Niederreiter into the Hawk zone. A long wrist shot from the high slot is gloved out of the air by Lankinen, and he'll hold on for the whistle. 13:24 remains in the first down here in Carolina. Hawks lead 1-0 over the Hurricanes. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The beloved fairy tale Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella comes to the Paramount Theater. Enter to win a night out with me, Dean Richards, including a VIP meet and greet and 2 tickets to the show Sunday, November 21st. Visit WGNradio.com/contests.
That's the sound of one of my favorite customers ever. His name's Jeremy. His dad Frank called me when it was time to replace their drafty old windows and to take advantage of our limited time sale. As a dedicated Pella advisor, I make getting new windows and doors simple, and when it comes to installation, nobody does it like Pella. Our local team can typically install in just a day.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
When you use exceptional tools, you get exceptional results, like Purdy's high-quality brushes and roller covers. They're designed with excellent paint pickup and even paint release, which helps you finish the job faster. Good thing, because your client just decided she wants her kitchen color to be soulful gray, not summer gray. Guess you better write that change order. Make it perfect. Make sure it's Purdy, the #1 brand preferred by pros. Get it at Lowe's.
Win your share of $1 million with the Bet Rivers Beat the Spread Challenge. When you bet on pro football games at Bet Rivers this season, you can win weekly and season-long prizes. Every time you beat the spread, you'll earn points and move your way up the leaderboard toward the top prizes. See official rules for details. Download the Bet Rivers app or go to betrivers.com and start winning. Must be 21 and located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 1-800-994-8448.
Anna Duplantis, the lady who's working hard to enrich your life. Weekdays 1 to 4.
Back in PNC Arena is 1-0 Chicago Blackhawks with 13:24 left in the first period. Blackhawks return home not too long from now, November 1st on Monday. They take on the Ottawa Senators. Secure your seats at blackhawks.com/tickets.
Ottawa Senators with Brady Tkachuk, who recently signed a nice contract. Nice. Was it 8 years, $56 million, something like that? I don't think you'll have to pick up an extra job, at a convenience store anywhere.
I think the brothers are doing okay.
Yeah, I think they are, yeah. And by the way, the mom is the toughest one in that family. Their mom, they'll tell you that. She's tough. She's a sweet lady, but boy, is she tough. They don't mess around with her. Now the puck turned over inside the Hurricane zone. Jake McCabe, left circle, fires. That's over the net and around the glass. Comes out to center ice on the left wing. Trocheck in over the Hawk line. Left circle, put it across. They score. That was a perfect feed by Vincent Trocheck across to Anthony D'Angelo, who scores his second goal in as many nights. And the Hurricanes have tied it at 1.
Yeah, John, really the only problem that Jake McCabe made a really nice play to pick off a pass in the offensive zone. Problem was when he got the chance, he shot it wide, went all the way around the boards, and out and created a 2-on-1. But Reese Johnson got back, but Vinny Trocheck put the pass through the defender in front of him, and also was Connor Murphy and Reese Johnson through the legs to D'Angelo, who got up in the play, saw an opportunity to get up in the rush, and puts it into the back of net on the left side of Kevin Lankinen to tie this game up at 1.
So D'Angelo from Trocheck at 7:10 of period number 1. Makes the score 1-1. We rejoin the play. Sebastian Aho center ice on the left wing. Firing the puck down the boards and in behind the net. Lankinen out to play it into the near corner. Canes get it. Aho kept it alive. Got it for his countryman Jesperi Kotkaniemi, who came over from Montreal in a controversial signing by the Canes. We'll tell you more about that if we can. Here's Gustafsson checking Kotkaniemi off the puck along the far boards. Hawk zone. DeBrincat took the puck at center ice. Passing ahead, Philip Kurashev down the side and in behind the Hurricane net. Kurashev leaves the puck in the left wing corner, but Aho picks it off, and he'll clear it down. Are we going to get icing? Yes, we will. Icing to Carolina, 1-1 with 11:56 left in period number 1, and the draw comes back in the Kane zone in the circle to Ranta's left.
You know, John, thinking about that play and how it went from a Hawks offensive opportunity back the other way, is Jake McCabe, he's looking to make a pass because he had 2 or 3 guys. Why it turned into a 2-on-1 the other way. I'd like to see him maybe not try to score there, put it off the pads and get a rebound because he had 2 guys going to the net, and then that's a little bit of a safer play. It keeps the chances from going back all the way around the boards and creating an odd man rush the other way.
This goes back to a discussion you and I have had before. We'll come back to it. Here's Isaac Phillips at the line in his NHL debut for the Hawks. Passing over to Taves, who sent the puck to the left wing corner. Hagel leaves it for Taves. The Carpenter back in the net. Backhanded wraparound. Oh, he nearly squeezed it by the near post. But Ranta was down, and he got enough of it with the pad. Held on and put the glove on it. Whistle and a face-off in the Hurricane zone to Ranta's left.
I think Carpenter was a little surprised how much that he had the room. He worked his way towards the side of the net, looked up and didn't see anyone in front of the net. He's like, man, let's put this at the net. And he almost squeaked it in right off the left post in his glove.
So the draw to the left of Ranta. Tyler Johnson facing off with arguably one of the best face-off men in the league, big Jordan Stahl. Stahl 6'4" and about 230 on a light day. You can imagine how tough he is at the dot, leaning on that stick. Now Kirby Dach steps in to try his hand, and Stahl wins that one, put it behind the Canes net. Pesce will move it around up the right wing side for Fost at center ice, who deflects the puck deep into the Hawk zone. Phillips in the near corner, passing to Dach. Quick pass ahead to Johnson to center ice. To Kubalik. He's in over the Hurricane line, and he lets it rip from near the top of the left circle. This deflects up and out of play. So we're going to get a whistle and another face-off inside the Hurricane zone. I want to go back to something you were going to talk about. Jake McCabe, he had his choice in the left circle Hurricane zone. The one thing your old teammate at Ohio State, Ryan Kessler, was very good at was a thing called a shot pass, where he made everybody in the building believe that that was a shot on goal, but he was actually putting it off the goaltender's stick to the oncoming forward coming down the other side.
Yeah, I mean, because you have a low percentage shot anyway right first, so why not put it at the net and create something for someone else?
Here's Kirby Dach now around to the left circle, sets up the left point to Hahn. Penalty coming up here to the Hurricanes. And Hahn is now tripped at center ice. And the puck is taken away by Niederreiter. And let's see if we get one call or possibly 2. The officials are conferring here.
Carolina 76, minor penalty, high stick.
So just the one penalty.
It looked like to me that their hands both went up at the same time. I think they're just making sure that they had the same call. But and Calvin Hahn made the right play there. He knew there was a penalty coming, so he's trying to make a fancy move around the defender at the blue line, knowing as soon as Carolina touches the puck the whistle's going to blow. So good idea there. And he almost drew a second penalty. That would have been great to get a full 5-on-3 for 2 minutes.
Well, this is the best penalty kill on home ice so far in the NHL. The Hurricanes 11 for 11 in penalty kill situations on home ice. And now DeBrincat fires from the left circle. That deflects off the inboards and out. The other way come the Hurricanes. And now it's carried to center ice by Derek Stephan, who will fire the puck all the way down.
I like that idea. Alex DeBrincat, get the puck to the net. And like I said before, these basher boards around the edges are so hot right now for dump-ins and for banking it off. It's something that the Hawks are going to have to be aware. If a guy shoots the puck from the point and it misses the net, it's going to pop right back out to the front. So be ready for those rebounds off those.
DeBrincat takes a handoff from Seth Jones, put it in over the Hurricane line, left wing to Taves, slips it behind the net. DeBrincat out to the left point. Now Jones to Kubalik, a one-timer from the top of the right circle, and Ronto is down to make the butterfly save. And Taves was at the top of the crease looking for a tip. He could not get a piece of that puck as it came by, but oh boy, what a chance for the Hawks.
Love it there. No hesitation there. Puck gets from Jones to Kubalik, one-timer, shot on net. It wasn't his hardest one, but the point was to get it to the net. Taves is standing right there for either a tip, a screen, or a rebound. Great movement by the Hawks, keeping it simple. I feel like that's the special word tonight. Keep it simple for success.
Now Taves and Stahl lock up at the face-off dot. Taves kicks the puck out, but he kicked it right to Jesper Fosk. And he'll clear it down into the right wing corner Hawk zone. Then he steps into Seth Jones, took the puck away, tried to center, knocked away by Kevin Lankinen. Here's a pass now from Philip Kurashev. Head to Brandon Hagel at center ice. He'll lift the puck down to the right wing corner Hurricane zone. Adam Gaudette riding one of the Canes out of the play. And Hagel got to the puck. Sets up the right point. Eric Gustafsson to Kurashev, top of the left circle, then to the half boards. Kurashev now put it to Gaudette in front. He shoots and scores! Adam Gaudette!
It's in there somewhere, John.
I think it's buried under the apron of the net. And let's see. They have to pull the net off to find the puck. Yes, they do. So a power play goal for the Hawks, and Gaudette, that was a beautiful backhander that sneaks by Ranta. It's the first power play goal the Canes have allowed on home ice and gives the Hawks the lead back at 2-1.
Hey, John, I think the Hawks fans might get tired of hearing me say simple, but what a nice play, simple play. That's on his backhand side, not even facing the net. Doesn't ever look at the net, but he sees Hagel in front causing traffic, and nobody sees this puck going. Brandon Hagel standing there, doesn't see it go in. It goes off of the blocker of Antti Ranta and sneaks in behind that netting behind the goal. Nobody saw it went in. It was almost circa, Patrick Kane long time ago, but hey, Hawks getting the puck to that nice puck movement before that. And Adam Gaudette can be a goal scorer. He's not always going to be a fourth-line guy. That's why he's on this power play. He's got a knack for the net, and he showed it right there.
Well, that's his first goal of the season, first on the power play for Adam Gaudette. And the Hawks take a 2-1 lead. Kurashev, I believe, will pick up the assist, Kurashev and Gustafsson. So good work by the Hawks, and their power play coming into the game, 7 for 26. Make those numbers 8 for 27. Now we're going to get a penalty to the Hawks, and this is going to be Ryan Carpenter that's going to get the gate for tripping, I believe, Martin Necas as he entered the Hawks zone with the puck. All right, Hurricane power play when we return. 9:02 left in period number 1.
22. 2 minutes flashing.
Oh, that's why. Okay. 9:02 left in period number 1. Hawks lead at 2-1 here in Carolina. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Chicago news on WGN. Current, local, agenda-free.
Are you in excruciating pain brought on by your son, daughter, or spouse suffering from addiction? You are not alone. If you call Recovery Centers of America today at 1-888-RECOVERY, your whole family can begin to recover. At Recovery Centers of America at Indianapolis, your loved one will be treated with care by expert addiction professionals, while family programming will give you support and healing so that you can recover as well. RCA accepts insurance, provides transportation, and offers intervention services. Call 1-888-RECOVERY now.
So then I dropped some garlic and croutons on there, and the rest is salad history. I made the best salad ever, people, and now I'm making the best app. The Caesar Sportsbook app got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesar rewards. Caesar salad ain't got nothing on my app. Nothing!
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. Your app is ready, Emperor.
Over the last couple of summers, to the untrained eye, the soybean fields that stretch across our country must have looked like they've always looked, green and peaceful. But to a soybean farmer, something big happened. For decades, dicamba-based weed control systems were the standard. But more quickly than anyone expected, that changed. There are now tens of millions of acres planted with the Enlist weed control system. Why? Near zero volatility for one, reduced potential for drift for another. But the most important reason is the soybean itself. Pioneer brand Enlist E3 soybeans have a proven yield advantage over the competition, and of course, work perfectly with the Enlist weed control system. The momentum is shifting to Pioneer brand Enlist E3 soybeans. To see if it's time for you to reconsider what you're planting, contact your local Pioneer sales representative, and always read and follow label directions.
Back at PNC Arena, 2-1 Blackhawks. 9 minutes left in the first period. The Blackhawks will be on the penalty kill. Jonathan Toews with a face-off to the right of Kevin Lankinen.
And coming into the game, not to jinx the team at all, but the Blackhawks and the Hurricanes were tied for second best on penalty-killing squads in the National Hockey League. We'll see if the Hawks can make this one stand up. Svechnikov in the left wing corner. Hawk zone shot the puck behind the net. It ricochets off the skate of Aho to Toews, and he clears it down ice into the Hurricane end.
I'm telling you, that puck came around the board so fast that he was not ready for the puck, and that puck spun off his skate so fast right in the middle. Hawks are able to clear.
Now a diagonal dump in by Svechnikov from the left point to the right wing corner. Hawk end. D'Angelo with the puck now in the high slot over to Teravainen, and he'll rip one in for the top of the right circle. Nice save made by Lankinen with the pads. Svechnikov's got the puck beside the left wing circle, down to Trocheck beside the net. Back to Svechnikov. Over to Teravainen, the former Hawk in the right wing corner. Hawk zone. Spins it back to D'Angelo. Right point, a long wrist shot from there. Turned out of there by Lankinen with a nice blocker save. And D'Angelo again to Svechnikov. Put it over, and Teravainen fires one from the right circle. Kicked out by Lankinen. Canes get it back. 50 seconds on their power play. D'Angelo at the deep slot. Straight away at the blue line to Svechnikov. Top of the left circle to Trocheck. He'll fire from the bottom of the left circle. Lankinen wasn't fooled. He got his chest on that, knocking it wide. And now Teravainen to the puck along the right wing half boards with 34. To Trocheck back in the net to Aho left corner. Out to Svechnikov left point. Then down to Trocheck. Bottom of the left wing circle. Pittsburgh area native. To Svechnikov along the left boards to D'Angelo high slot. Back to Svechnikov. He'll let it go from the top of the left circle. That's high and wide. Puck rides around right point. D'Angelo to Svechnikov. Top of the left circle to Teravainen. And he mishandled the puck in front of the net. And it's snapped out of there by Jake McCabe. And down. 5 seconds left on the Hurricane power play. They're in their last rush.
Really good kill by the Hawks there. Kept it real tight in front of their net. Let the Hurricanes move it around on the outside, but were able to keep it away from Kevin Lankinen for the most part.
And by the way, the Hawks did kill that penalty. Now loose puck in front of the Hawk net. They score. Jordan Staal. This was on a broken play. The puck was fired in from near the blue line. And the Hawks did their level best to try and get in front of it to block the shot. And it skipped down. It was centered by Ethan Bear over to Jordan Staal, who was standing beside the Hawk net, and he put it past Lankinen, and we're tied at 2.
Yeah, you had a pair of Hurricanes defensemen leading that rush. Slavin gets the puck towards the net, and Bear, who's a defenseman, is standing in front of the net like he's a right winger. Makes a little play in front, chips it over to the Lankinen's left. Lankinen gets over there, but Staal finds a little hole, I think, between the pad and his glove, slides it between that area, and ties this game up at 2. The veteran Eric Staal, Jordan, little coughing up a peanut there, was able to put it in. Tough goal there because the Hawks just did a great job. On the PK.
Well, this is one team that responds really well to any kind of deficit. Now they get one again. They score. This is going to be Derek Stephan climbing out of the right wing corner from below the goal line. Stephan had everybody thinking he was going to pass up the slot, and he jammed a backhander past Kevin Lankinen. It's his first goal on the season and gives the lead to the Hurricanes for the first time in this game at 3-2.
Yeah, too much room for Stephan to come out. The Hawks had 4 guys near the front of the net, which means someone could have attacked Stephan there. Not a good goal for Kevin Lankinen either, trying to come off at goal line. He didn't have his stick in the lane, and Stephan was able to slide under his pad. But I would like to see maybe one Hawk defender to kind of go at Stephan a little earlier, because they did have the numbers in front of the net. Stephan just slides it, sneaks it under the 5-hole, and gives the Carolina Hurricanes a 3-2 lead. Don't take a breath now. Another goal's coming any second.
Kidding.
From the Hawks.
No kidding. We're going to have another penalty to tell you about, a high sticking call. And let's see who this is going to. I believe this is going to Andrei Svechnikov, or is it to one of the Hawks? Svechnikov holding his face, but he is heading toward the penalty box.
Is he trying to sell that he...
Number 25.
High sticking on Svechnikov gives the Hawks another Sitco feeling good Sitco power play, excuse me.
Yeah, interesting. You would have thought the way he was grabbing his face that he might have got high stick, but he was the culprit on that play. And gives the Hawks a chance back on the power play to get this game tied back up. We got little under 6.5 minutes to go. This game has just been not only just fast moving by the period, but the pace has been electric. Hawks kind of settle it down a little more, be a little more decisive in their zone, but I like what they're doing in the offensive zone. See if they can capitalize here on the power play.
And Hawks on their second feeling good Sitco power play of the night. Seth Jones gloving the puck at center ice, dropping it to his stick, giving it to Kubalik at the Hawk line, who sent it back to Seth Jones back of the Hawk net. Jones now moving it to Taves, Hawk line left wing. Put it across to the oncoming DeBrincat through center ice. Flips it in over the Hurricane line down the right wing boards to the corner to himself. Then snaps it around to the left point to Kubalik. He sent it back down the dasher behind the net. And Shea lost it to DeBrincat. DeBrincat used his skates, and then he lost it back to Shea, who sent the puck around up the near side. Jones pinching from the right point to the half boards. Pokes it down behind the Hurricane net, but it's taken away by the Hurricanes' Brett Pesce, and he'll fire it all the way down. 1:12 left on the Hawks power play. Jones picks up the puck behind the Hawk net, races around to the Hawk blue line, drops it back into the Hawk zone to Kubalik. To DeBrincat, he works it in over the Hurricane line, but he mishandled the puck and got ahead of it at the Hurricane blue line, put himself and the Hawks offside. 1:02 left on the Hawk power play.
The all-new official Chicago Blackhawks app is here. Connect with the Blackhawks all year long with your content and perks for app users, breaking news, real-time statistics, and more. Plus, make your in-arena experience as seamless as possible with mobile ticketing, food and beverage express pickup, and other game day guides. Visit Blackhawks.com/app to download now.
So Aho facing off with Philip Kurashev of the Hawks. Aho, by the way, is the best face-off man of the Hurricanes statistically at north of 64%, and he won that one. And the puck is cleared all the way down by Jacob Slavin. Gustafsson out the center ice, leaves the puck for Kirby Dach into the Hurricane zone. He'll stab it into the right wing corner, then waves the puck behind the Hurricane net. Picked up by Martin Necas in the far corner, and he'll fire it down. Kevin Lankinen stopping the puck at the top of the Hawk crease. Gives it Eric Gustafsson, who will drop it back in the Hawk zone to Dach. To Kurashev to center ice, to Dach in over the Hurricane line. Tried to charge down the slot with the puck, but had it knocked off his stick to center ice. And the Hawks regroup again. 20 seconds on the power play. Adam Gaudette, right wing of center ice, will fire it down the dasher and in behind the Hurricane net. And Ronta out to play the puck into the near corner to Ian Cole, and he'll clear it up the left side and down. Lankinen handling it behind the Hawk net to Gustafsson. 4 seconds on the power play. Gustafsson to Gaudette. Lost it at the Hawk line. Steven Lorentz the other way for Hurricanes. Is hit now along the near boards by Gaudette. And now Lorentz put it down behind the Hawk net into the far corner for Jordan Martinook. And then Connor Murphy put a shoulder into Lorentz, wedged him off the puck. Hawks get it, and then Mackenzie Entwistle chips the puck behind the net. There to get it, Gustafsson. He'll fire it down ice into the Hurricane zone. This will allow the Hawks a line change. Brady Shea with a pass up ice on the left wing to Lorentz. Deflects it into the left wing corner Hawk zone. Isaac Phillips took it there. Drops it now behind the net for Murphy. Murphy then had it knocked off his stick. Entwistle clears the puck to center ice. Phillips at the Hawk line, waves it to the Hurricane line. Here's Entwistle to the loose puck, in over the line, down the left wing to the corner. Had a little trouble handling it, Left it along the right boards. Reese Johnson spins it to Carpenter behind the net. Put it out to the left point to Phillips. Snaps it down to Carpenter. Back behind the Hurricane net again. Carpenter working against Brent Pesce. Here's Carpenter, left wing corner. Drops it behind the net. Picked off by Lorentz. And the Hurricane forward will backhand to center ice.
A good pressure by the fourth line there. Reese Johnson unable to get to that puck as Carpenter cycled it down to him. But good pressure from the Hawks. You saw Pesce was really gassed at the end of that shift. The Hawks can wear them down. This is their second game in a row. Good stop by the Hawks there.
We're going to get an icing call to the Hurricanes as Brady Shea from deep in the Hurricane zone missed a pass on the left wing side. And it goes all the way down. Face-off comes down in the circle to the left of Antti Raanta. 3-2 Carolina with 3:06 left in period one.
Yeah, I think the Hawks kind of got to settle down a little bit now. You know, the bang-bang, those 2 goals, that's kind of been a little bit of a hiccup for the Hawks early in the season, is giving up goals kind of consecutively and losing that momentum because they were off to a really good start in this game, doing a lot of good things. Simple, got to get back to that mindset, getting pucks to the net and crashing and making it difficult for Raanta.
Well, DeBrincat and Trocheck face off. Trocheck wins the draw. The Canes get it and come up ice into the Hawk zone. Trocheck fed it down the slot. Svechnikov leaves it in front. Chipped out of there by DeBrincat, but right to the left point. Slavin will fire. That's blocked in front by DeHaan. DeHaan will chip it up the left wing side. And Hardman can't clear the zone. Hardman battling against 3 Hurricanes, works the puck free, and finally DeHaan will claim it, and in behind the Hawk net, stripped of the puck by Svechnikov, who leaves it for Trocheck behind the Hawk net. The Svechnikov bottom of the right circle, put it across for Natchez in the left circle, and he snaps a shot at on goal, and Lankinen somehow got a piece of that, deflecting it up and over the glass. Wow. 2:30 left in the first. It's Carolina 3 and the Hawks 2 down here on Tobacco Road. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hi, this is Terry Prince. I'm the acting director of the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs. We're taking the month of November to amplify our support of veterans through Operation Rising Spirit. And we're asking for your help by writing a note of appreciation to a veteran in one of our homes. You can easily do this by visiting our website at veterans.illinois.gov and click on Send a Vet a Message. We've seen how this small gesture brightens their day and lifts the spirits of our veterans.
If you're struggling with alcohol or drugs, Recovery Centers of America can help. RCA's local inpatient and outpatient programs are founded on science and delivered with heart from an expert caring team who will inspire and guide you every step of the way. Call 1-888-RECOVERY now to speak with a treatment advisor. At RCA, you'll be in a community that builds connections and fosters support from peers and their team of medical professionals and recovery support specialists. At Recovery Centers of America's state-of-the-art campus in Indianapolis, they tailor your treatment to you and also offer specialized programs like PRIZE, a unique program for people who are experiencing a relapse, first responders, a confidential program for first responders and military, and a program for LGBTQIA+ patients who wish to seek treatment without worry of stigmas. Recovery Centers of America answers the phone and accepts patients 24/7, and because it's in-network with insurance providers, treatment is affordable. Don't wait. Call 1-888-RECOVERY today.
Chicago's very own 720 WGN. When and where you want us.
Back at Raleigh, North Carolina, 3-2 Hurricanes as we get late into the first period. 2:30 left on the clock. A face-off to the right of Kevin Lankinen. It's a Tyler Johnson in the face-off. Dodd kind of have 2 centers out here with this line with Kirby Dock and him. Tyler Johnson taking the majority of the face-offs on the right dot, I'm noticing.
And he's got to get in there quickly to try and take this away from Jordan Stahl, who's now kicked out of the face-off circle.
Cheater.
Yeah. And the drop of the puck. They battle for it at the dot. Tyler Johnson wins the draw to the corner to Murphy. Centered around up the right wing boards. It looked like it hit Kubalik's stick and did, and deflects down ice into the Hurricane zone. Ethan Bear took it behind the Hurricane net, put the puck up the far boards, picked off by Johnson. To Dock, top of the left circle. Spins it over to Johnson in the left circle. And he was in a battle for the puck with Jordan Stahl. The puck deflects and rolls down into the crease, and Raanta plops on it. And then you got Tyler Johnson pushing and shoving with Jordan Stahl.
I mean, how simple is that, John? Tyler Johnson battling down low, wins a face-off in his D zone, gets the puck up. They get the puck up the wall. Kubalik makes a nice little chip off the boards, gets the puck out, goes down. A little scrap. I like it. I like the Hawks staying in there, but they get the puck down. Then Connor Johnson creates a turnover on the wall, just makes a simple play toward Doc. The puck squirms to the net. Simple, no harm really, but the puck is frozen. Hawks get an offensive faceoff. It might seem like the smallest little thing, but those things, over time, you continue to do them, builds things in your team, builds awareness from your D, and gives you a little confidence to go out there and score offensively as well.
Well, the draw on the Hurricane zone won by the Canes, and D'Angelo sends it off the right side boards into the Hawk zone. Here's Jones passing now ahead to Taves into the Hurricane zone to the right wing corner. Had the puck knocked off his stick and then got it back in centers. Picked off between the circles by Teravainen. He'll clear to center ice front of the benches. Calvin DeHaan there. Waves a pass ahead for Carpenter at the Hurricane line, but it's broken up by the Hurricanes' Cole. Sent it to the Hawk line. Taves will move it ahead. Here's Carpenter into the Hurricane zone down the left wing. Sheds a check. Fed it high slot. Kirby Doc. He'll fire. And that deflects off of D'Angelo's stick into the right wing corner. Hagel had the puck for a moment, tried to center it, or put it down the boards, Hurricanes get it back and clear their end. Shea with a pass ahead. Aho over the Hawk line. Put it across. Kotkaniemi shoots and scores. So for Jesperi Kotkaniemi, that is his second goal on the season from Sebastian Aho. The goal at 18:40 of period number 1.
Yeah, Jake McCabe unable to corral the puck in the neutral zone. Sebastian Aho gives it a little kind of tap, wins the battle for the puck, takes the puck, goes at a 2-on-1, gives a little saucer pass over to Kotkaniemi, and he buries it as Lankinen didn't really have a chance. As a really nice pass from Aho, but turnover in the neutral zone leads to an offensive chance for Carolina, and they make no mistake, much like they've been doing all year, and why they're 6-0 at this point.
So the goal at 18:40, as I mentioned, 4-2 in favor of the Hurricanes, who have outshot the Hawks now 19-10. It seems like we've had two halves of this first period.
Yeah, as soon as the Hawks took that 2-1 lead, you're like, okay, they answered the tie goal. The Hawks are playing well and doing things the right way, and then it took one little bounce post-power play. They killed off a power play, give up a goal, and it's kind of snowballed a little bit since then.
Now, somebody lost a stick. I think that was Trocheck. Had it knocked out of his hands. The puck spun through the air. Trocheck got his stick back from the right wing boards, put it out to the right point. A long shot there from Brett Pesce sails over the Hawk net. Here's Mike Hardman in the near corner. Angles a pass up the right side to Murphy. He'll chip the puck ahead of the Hurricane line, intended for DeBrincat. Pesce picked that off, moves it ahead. Trocheck in over the Hawk line, left wing to Natchez, top of the left circle. Fired a shot. Murphy hit one knee to block it. Isaac Phillips with a pass ahead to DeBrincat over the Hurricane line to Phillips, moving down the slot, then into the right circle. And he backhands a shot just wide. Loose puck now picked up along the far boards by the Hurricane. Svechnikov, he drops it down to Pesce. He'll carry behind the Hurricane net, stop and have a quick look. 18 seconds left in the period. Pesce moving out, passing to Lorentz, left wing, center ice, flips it into the Hawk zone with a baseball swing. Seth Jones knocks the puck down and out to center ice. And Slavin will fire it back down the boards and in behind the Hawk net. Phillips gave it a ride around the high glass, and this one leaves the ice surface. 2 seconds left in the period, 4-2 Carolina. If there was any doubt about the Hurricanes' speed and skill and size, you could just put those kind of objections or maybe questions to rest.
Yeah, you got to limit your turnovers and mistakes, and keeping a third man high is important. I think that's something that on the road, those first 3 games, especially in the season, were harped on. But yeah, so that you got to be careful with the puck. There's no question about this team. They're high flying and very dangerous.
First period ends with the Hurricanes taking a 4-2 lead into the dressing rooms. They lead in the shots on goal department as well, 19-10. And the Blackhawks got off to a very good start. It was energetic. It was hardworking. They took the lead on a Brandon Hagel goal at 6:12, but about a minute later, Anthony D'Angelo scoring for the Hurricanes off of a nice rush with Vincent Trocheck to tie the score at 1. Then Adam Gaudette scored on a Blackhawk power play, his first on the year, first on the power play from Kurashev and Gustafsson. Made it 2-1. And then at the 13:09 mark, the goal barrage for the Hurricanes began with Jordan Staal scoring his second from Ethan Bear. Then Derek Stephan scoring his first of the year about not even a half a minute later. And then Kotkaniemi scoring just before the close of the frame. 4-2 Carolina, who are in control. So, if you're the Blackhawks, you're looking for something to build on from that period. It's the fact that you came out and you established a pretty good work ethic early, but you saw it wane in the latter part of the period. That's the part they got to fix. Because if they can do that, I think they can get back into this game.
Yeah, and if you can do what they did the first 10 minutes, you can do that for a whole game. And I think that's the battle right now with this team, is putting together 10 minutes, then a period, then 2 periods, then 3. I mean, it's a building process. As frustrating as that can be, when you're playing a good team, you cannot let your foot off the pedal. You got to stick to that game plan. Yes, mistakes happen. Everyone makes mistakes, but you got to keep them minimalized. And when you don't make unforced errors. I guess that would be my biggest thing is, yes, right, you're going to make mistakes when you get forced to, but don't make the unforced errors.
Well, the face-offs, by the way, I want to mention is because Carolina, a very good face-off club. Right now, the Blackhawks have a slight edge at 13 wins against 12 losses, so just a little above 50%, which is encouraging. But if you take away Jonathan Toews' contributions, those numbers way favor Carolina. Jonathan Toews, 9 for 10 so far in the hockey game.
Yeah, and that hasn't really been a big point in this game. You haven't saw a ton of things come off of that. I think, what hurts you is you kill off a penalty. You got the lead, you kill off a penalty, which they have they're number 5 in the NHL in power play, but then they score a goal, seconds later, kind of deflates you. But that's what's been hurting the Hawks, is they haven't been able to back it up the next shift, react with a positive one. They've kind of given up another one that was a goal maybe Lankinen would love to have back, and then it just kind of got away from him a little bit as the period went on.
I think that one that Derek Stephan beat him with, I think that's the one he wants to get back.
And I think in communication there, right? Because you had 4 Blackhawks in front of the net, and he's behind the goal line. Generally, you don't want to go force the guy, but if you've got guys covering your back there, you want to go and force him. You don't want a guy to be able to, even a simple little backhander from the side of the net, it went in. It could go in. If you can force that, knowing that your teammates are there, I think communication is key on a play like that.
All right, well, 4-2 in favor of the Hurricanes after one period down here at the PNC Arena in Raleigh. And Joe Brand is standing by in Blackhawk Central, waiting to give you good folks a full intermission report. Then we'll return back here to Tobacco Road and see what happens in the second period. Right now, the Hawks trail 4-2 after one. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
My first plan to spice up the NFL season was to add man-eating tigers to the game. We lost a lot of great players that day, and that was my bad. Now I'm bringing you the Caesars Sportsbook app. It's got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesars rewards, people. It's even better than Tiger Ball.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Bundle your home and auto with Farmers and you could save up to 20%. 1 + 1 = 20. It's bundle math. Get a quote at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Not available in every state. Only available with select Farmers branded policies subject to terms and conditions underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate.
It's been said that in a forest of 100,000 trees, no two are alike. And it's in this natural beauty that TimberTech finds inspiration to create lifelike reflections of the look of real wood found in our high-performance decking products, perfectly capturing natural beauty without ever harming nature itself. TimberTech offers the real look of wood without ever compromising quality, performance, longevity, or design. All so you can build an outdoor space unlike any other. TimberTech. Go against the grain.
DHL Roofing is hosting a hiring event on November 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 7400 Shadeland Avenue in Indianapolis, Indiana. DHL Roofing is rapidly growing and are currently hiring outside sales representatives who are confident, determined, and aggressive. You can make up to 6 figures just in your first year. DHL Roofing also provides excellent benefits, including health, vision, dental, life, a generous 401k match, and so much more. For more information, visit DHL Roofing on Facebook today.
Addiction is a disease that impacts all of us. Whether you, your neighbor, friend, or family member is struggling, everyone feels the pain of addiction. Recovery Centers of America at Indianapolis wants you to know that addiction treatment works and recovery is possible. Call 1-888-RECOVERY now for help for yourself or a loved one. Recovery Centers of America have helped thousands of patients across the United States and here in the Midwest start a better, healthier way of life through their evidence-based inpatient and outpatient treatment programs. The caring team of physicians and clinicians at Recovery Centers of America see their patients as so much more than their addiction and are deeply committed to providing expert care with heart. Recovery Centers of America knows that every day in active addiction is a day in isolation, which is why they admit new patients 24/7 year-round. Don't wait. Make the call that can change everything. Call 1-888-RECOVERY now.
It's time for an intermission update. Here's Joe Brand.
2 separate leads for the Blackhawks, but they couldn't hang on to either one of them as Carolina comes and scores 3 unanswered goals to end out the first period. The Hurricanes with a 4-2 lead over the Blackhawks after 20 minutes over at the PNC Arena as the Hurricanes are trying to move 7-0-0. Meanwhile, the Blackhawks are looking for their first win still. I'm Joe Brand here at Blackhawks Intermission. We're going to have Paul Caponigri coming in the next segment, but for right now, let's take a look around the NHL, some of their scores, as the Florida Panthers, now without Joel Quenneville as their head coach, lead the Detroit Red Wings 2-0. Florida is the only other team that's undefeated right now, along with Carolina. If Florida wins tonight, they improve to 8-0-0. Ryan Strome with a goal for the New York Rangers. They lead the Columbus Blue Jackets 2-0 through one period over in New York. The Arizona Coyotes and Washington Capitals just finished their first period without a score. Caps are out shooting the Coyotes 14-4 in that game. Also later on tonight, the Golden Knights are trying to get back to 500, 3-4-0. They host the Anaheim Ducks. The Ottawa Senators are on the road against the Dallas Stars. It's Game 3 of the World Series, and it shifts over to Atlanta. Ian Anderson against Luis Garcia. First pitch just right around the corner as that series is all tied up at 1 game apiece. If Atlanta can win today, they can guarantee, well, not guarantee, but have home field advantage with a chance to clinch it over at SunTrust Park. Some other headlines around the NHL. The Hockey Hall of Fame will consider either removing or Xing out former Blackhawks video coach Brad Aldrich's name from the Stanley Cup after Rocky Wirtz sent a letter to them with that request. Also, Brent Sopel, a member of that Hawks 2010 Stanley Cup team, tweeted a statement today saying he was involved in the Block and Jenner investigation, but also wanted to make it clear that he firmly believes that Rocky Wirtz and the Wirtz family did not know about the situation. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have Paul Caponigri helping us break down that first 20 minutes as the Hawks trail the Carolina Hurricanes right now 4-2 from the PNC Arena. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
It's Steve Bertrand. Catch me weekdays at 4 o'clock on Chicago's Afternoon News.
Chicago Gateway Green has been greening and beautifying Chicago for the past 35 years. Gateway Green is the oak leaf signs on the expressways and 100 gardens covering over 160 acres of roadside landscape that provide cleaner air. Gateway Green has planted thousands of shrubs, perennials, and trees and removed more than 1.5 million pounds of litter from expressways. Help Gateway Green in its mission by becoming an expressway partner and showcase your company to hundreds of thousands of consumers every day. Visit ChicagoGatewayGreen.org.
The Donlin Report with Joe Donlin.
My job is to facilitate an engaging, informative, entertaining hour of television. We all need to open our minds and consider the answers. Find a way to get to some common ground. That might get back to our whole mission here at News Nation. News for all of America.
The Donlin Report with Joe Donlin. Weeknights at 5 on News Nation, the fastest growing cable news network in America.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Adam Gaudette started the scoring in this one, and Carolina tied things up. Brandon Hagel gave the Hawks once again a 1-goal lead, but then 3 unanswered goals by the undefeated Carolina Hurricanes has them ahead 4-2 after one period over at the PNC Arena. I'm Joe Brand. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN. Hey, fans, don't forget after tonight's game, tune into the Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks post-game show. We'll have player and coach interviews, fan reaction, and game analysis. Well, we've got a lot of goals to get to in the next segment. Here in this segment, why don't we head back over to the PNC Arena, bring in Paul Caponigri. And Paul, you and John were kind of breaking it down, how this first period was kind of two separate periods, almost two halves. What was the biggest difference from the Hawks in the first 10 minutes to the last 10 minutes? Maybe not that definitive, but there seemed to have been a change. What was the biggest one you thought?
Well, I think there were some turnovers. You know, I must have said simple about 7 or 8 times in the first half of the period. It was Hawks were making simple plays, getting the pucks to the net. You know, not even the little things of not missing the net. You know, those things are huge, and it kind of drew to their first goal against. But man, you know, they had the game going for them. They're up 2-1. You know, they kill off the power play, which Carolina's got a lethal power play, and then they gave up the goal right after that, and it just not getting the reaction after a goal like that. You know, hey, it's 2-2. Okay, we gave one up. We're right here. We're on the road, 2-2, and then you follow it up with another one. It just kind of, you know, it's a mental build that they haven't been able to climb over when the reaction of a goal against. It seems to snowball a little bit, and so it's not so much what the difference was in the period. It was almost the difference in 2 minutes of the game. And then, you know, a turnover later in the period. You know, you can't give this Hurricanes teams. They had at least 3 odd man rushes there that you saw, and a couple of them were based kind of off of turnovers. So against a lethal team like this, you gotta stay away from the like I talked about with John, unforced errors. When you have time and space, try to make the simple play. And when you know you're going to make mistakes when they pressure you, those aren't the times you worry about. It's when you've got chance to make the right smart play. That's got to happen for the Blackhawks and keep this dangerous team at bay.
Did I hear you correctly earlier? You said you choked on a peanut? Are the peanuts okay over there?
I was just trying to make John laugh, to be honest with you.
Well, you succeeded.
I tried to do it as naturally as possible. No, I did. I didn't have any during the broadcast, but I had it before. You know, peanuts can kind of just linger around.
Yeah.
It happened. I busted. It happened.
Well, we're glad to hear that you were able to battle through adversity.
And it might have been because I was trying to call Jordan Stahl Eric Stahl. That could have been it, too.
Hey, that's okay.
I'm on fire tonight.
Well, just mind the snacks. Don't worry. Second period coming up next with Paul and John in just a few short moments. We'll take another break and come back with the scoring recap after this. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
You hear that? That's the power of core stethoscope technology by Echo. With active noise cancellation and up to 40 times amplification, you can hear more of what you need and less of what you don't, to help you make confident care decisions in any environment. Learn more about Echo at echohealth.com. That's EKOhealth.com. And use code AUDIO for $20 off.
It's been said that in a forest of 100,000 trees, no two are alike. And it's in this natural beauty that TimberTech finds inspiration to create lifelike reflections of the look of real wood found in our high-performance decking products, perfectly capturing natural beauty without ever harming nature itself. TimberTech offers the real look of wood without ever compromising quality, performance, longevity, or design. All so you can build an outdoor space unlike any other. TimberTech. Go against the grain.
Jake and Christine knew they needed help renovating their dream home. As a Pella advisor, I make sure every step of getting new windows and doors is smooth, including setting you up with our Pella Care Guarantee. It covers everything from product to installation, with some of the strongest warranties in the industry.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
For 40 years, Michael Myers has haunted this town. He is the essence of evil, and evil dies.
Speech off.
We're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this.
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes. Happy Halloween, Michael.
Halloween Kills, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent, in theaters and streaming only on Peacock now.
Joe likes to keep things simple, but with a kid in college, a job, side hustle, 401k, 2 mortgages, and a boat he's looking to use a whole lot more this year, Joe's finances are anything but simple. That's why Joe's financial advisor uses InvestNet to connect it all and manage his day-to-day finances while keeping an eye on his family's future. With insight from InvestNet, Joe is living an intelligent financial life. InvestNet, fully vested.
Period 2. The second period is next. Here for a recap is Joe Brand.
It took Brandon Hagel 17 games last season to pick up his first goal. This year, it only took him 8.
Brandon Hagel racing to the puck down the left wing corner. Spins it behind the net around to the right half boards. Eric Gustafsson down to put it behind the net. Taves in front. Hagel shoots. He scores! Brandon Hagel off of a perfect setup from Jonathan Taves. And for Hagel, that's his first goal of the season. The goal at 6:12 of period number 1 makes it 1-0 in favor of the Hawks, who right now are outworking the Hurricanes.
Second straight game, the Hawks have the first lead after never having a lead prior to that, but it was short-lived. Not too far after Carolina tied things up.
Trocheck in with the Hawk line, left circle, put it across, they score! That was a perfect feed by Vincent Trocheck. Across to Anthony D'Angelo, who scores his second goal in as many nights. And the Hurricanes have tied it at 1.
After that, a Brady Shea high-sticking penalty brought the Hawks on the power play, and they capitalized.
Kurashev, top of the left circle, then to the half boards. Kurashev now put it to Gaudette in front. He shoots and scores! Adam Gaudette!
It's in there somewhere, John.
I think it's buried under the apron of the net. And let's see. They have to pull the net off to find the puck. Yes, they do. So a power play goal for the Hawks, and Gaudette, that was a beautiful backhander that sneaks by Ranta. It's the first power play goal the Canes have allowed on home ice and gives the Hawks the lead back at 2-1.
We mentioned Brandon Hagel being our elevated player of the first period, brought to you by Access Elevator. For residential elevators, stair lifts, or wheelchair ramps, go to allaboutaccess.com. Unfortunately, that Adam Gaudette power play goal was the last time the Hawks would find the scoreboard. Jordan Staal, Derek Stepan, and Jesperi Kotkaniemi each scoring for the Carolina Hurricanes as they lead the Blackhawks 4-2. We'll send it back over to John and Paul at the PNC Arena. John, make sure that Paul stays away from those peanuts, okay?
It's like a kid getting his hand caught in a cookie jar. I told you not to do that, not until after dinner.
Or what?
Put those peanuts back. No, he's good. Need a little protein, Joe. These are long broadcasts. We gotta sustain our our energy level, and you can't do that with just sugar. You gotta have some protein in there too. And Paul's been looking after his diet,
trying to be healthy-ish.
Yeah, ish. Been taking good long walks and breathing in the fresh air. He's been looking after himself, so we're good. But we appreciate your concern. All right, teams on the ice surface. Here goes the second period. Drop of the puck. Taves wins another draw to DeHaan. And the former Cane will fire it down the left wing boards into the Hurricane zone. And again, so much force on that dump in that it was deflected around. It hit a Hurricane stick and comes all the way down ice. Icing called against Carolina.
It truly is amazing. And people at home, have you ever watched a game at Detroit, at Joe Louis Arena, the old Joe, and the boards there? This place is making that place look like a mud fest. How fast it is coming around the boards here. It is remarkable, and I think the Hurricanes are struggling with it too, and this is their home rink, so this is nothing they look surprised about as well.
These guys like to create games for themselves in practices. I'm sure that somebody has discovered how lively the boards and the dasher is, and they played on that, so they created some kind of a game somehow. We'll see. See if we hear a story or something like that. Seth Jones takes a hand off from Hagel to center ice. Lifts it into the right wing corner Hurricane zone and then skates in to take it away from Brady Shea. Here's a backhanded wraparound attempt by Jones. And it was knocked out of there by Antti Ranta. Jones and his line mates will head to the Hawks bench in a line change. In behind the Hurricane net, Brady Shea has the puck. Canes in a line change as well. Second period, the teams are the long way from the benches here. Outlet pass by Shea to center ice for Jordan Staal. Deflects it into the right wing corner, Hawk in. And now Staal behind the Hawk net, being bothered all the way to the left wing corner by Kirby Dach. Then Jake McCabe steps into Jordan Staal, to Nino Niederreiter along the left wing boards. To Stahl left corner to Niederreiter behind the net, then to the right wing corner. Niederreiter tried to feed the puck out to the right point. That's picked off by Tyler Johnson of the Hawks. He'll spin it through the air, and the puck lands at the Hurricane blue line. There to get it, Niederreiter to Stahl in front of the Hurricane bench, and he'll backhand it down behind the Hawk net. Rides around to Tyler Johnson to Kubalik at center ice to Doc over the Hurricane line, right wing side. Tried to put it back in front for Kubalik. He was held up on his way to the net by by Aho, and no penalty called there. They let him play. Jesper Foss at center ice on the right wing, takes a pass and then had the puck knocked off his stick deep into the Hawk zone. Seth Jones behind the Hawk net will poke it around at the right side to DeBrincat. Quick handoff to Kurashev coming by to center ice. Kurashev will flip the puck into the right wing corner Hurricane zone, then was ridden off of it by Shea of the Hurricanes, who then spun it around to Passy ahead into the Hawk zone now. And Teravainen had trouble with the bouncing puck. Kurashev came along and took it away. Kurashev in over the Hurricane line. The long snapshot is into the glove of Antti Ranta. He'll hold the puck. We'll get a face-off. Circle to Ranta's right, 4-2 Carolina.
You mentioned it. It looked like Kubalik was getting handcuffed. He had his arm back behind his arm, and you saw the referee looking right at it, but unfortunately not called. John, I have to do a little bit of a housekeeping, as you like to say. Okay. Jonathan Toews with an assist on the Brandon Hagel goal in the first period. You knew what that means. It's sponsored by Chevy Drives, Chicago.com. Check out Chevy Shop, Click and Drive. Shop online 24/7 at ChevyDriveChicago.com.
And now Reese Johnson's been tossed out of the face-off circle. It's going to be Mackenzie Entwistle facing off against Vincent Trocheck. Actually, Derek Stephan, Stephan wins the draw here. The Canes, Lorentz into the Hawk zone down the left wing. Walks it to the net and fires with a backhand. Turned out of there by Lankinen. But a penalty is going to be called here to the Hawks. Well, Isaac Phillips in his NHL debut did his level best to try and defend Steven Lorentz. And Lorentz looked like he got a little bit of body position on this play.
41, minor penalty, holding.
So Phillips will serve his first 2 NHL penalty minutes. And the Hurricanes are going to get another power play for Carolina. This will be their third on the night.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a tough call. I mean, he did have a step on him. He kept his stick down, but then it kind of got up near his intersection. And as Lorentz twisted his body, it spun him around a little bit. So he could probably give himself a little bit, not a dive, but so much he kind of helped with the torque of his body turning, gets the shot off still, but the rookie will go to the box, and the Hawks with a huge penalty kill early in the second.
By the way, I want to correct myself again. This is the Hurricanes' second power play of the night. They're 0 for 1, and they control off the draw. Teravainen, top of the right circle, a snapshot and a glove save made by Lankinen. He'll hold the puck, and a face-off will ensue in the circle to his left. You can see that play developing. Boy, I like how the Hurricanes use the entire zone. They don't control the puck and push it into one quadrant and try and force pressure. They move it around, and there's a lot of open ice for them out there. Here's DeAngelo with a shot from the line. It was blocked in the slot. Toews collects the loose puck and clears it off the left boards and down, and the Hawks will hurriedly change up their penalty kill.
Yeah, good job. You block a shot, you clear it, and then that cuts 20, 30 seconds off the penalty kill a lot of the time. So good job in front of the net. Keeping it away from Lankinen. Can't turn the puck over. Difficult on the power play. And
they just did right at the line. Doc tried to deke on Trocheck and worked the puck by him. Lost the puck, and now DeHaan will clear to center ice front of the benches. DeBrincat's got it. And at the end of his penalty killing shift, he'll wave the puck down the right wing boards and deep into the Hurricane zone behind the net. Teravainen will now carry it out and then drop it back in the Canes end to DeAngelo. DeAngelo gains center ice. He threw it back into the Canes zone to Aho. Head to Trocheck over the Hawk line to Teravainen to the right point. DeAngelo to Aho, right circle, moves in, shoots and scores. Power play goal, and it's now 5-2 Carolina. With 16-17 left in period number 2.
That was a really unlucky play for the Blackhawks. Brent Hagel make a really nice play, kind of blocking the pass. Aho going down the right side near the bottom of the circle, trying to go pass it on his backhand to the slot. Hagel blocks that pass, but the puck goes right back to Aho's stick, and so as Lankinen is moving to the middle to possibly have a one-time shot from the slot, the puck goes right back to Aho, and he off balance from the side, leaves just a hair of room on his left glove hand side, and Aho buries it under the bar.
So for Sebastian Aho, that is his 5th goal on the season. And the Hurricanes now 1 for 2 on their power play. Pick up the assists when they are available. Meantime, back to the play. It's in the Hawk zone again. Steven Lorentz in the right wing corner. Put the puck up the boards. It's now picked off by the Hawks. Gustafson, who clears to center ice. Brady Shea back to get it. To Derek Stepan in front of the benches. He'll flip the puck down along the left boards Hawk zone. Connor Murphy will put it ahead to Gaudette at center ice. Try to send it across to Entwistle in front of the Hawks bench. This banks back to Murphy, and from center ice, he'll fire it down into the Hurricane zone. Circles the net, ends up in the left wing corner to Gaudette. Gaudette put it down behind the Hurricane net for Philip Kurashev. He was checked off the puck, and the Hurricanes will get it. And now Stepan lifts the puck through center ice down into the Hawk zone between the circles. DeHaan there to get it. Passing over to Seth Jones along the right boards. He sends it ahead to center ice for Mike Hardman. This bounces off his stick. Niederreiter for the Hurricanes will flip it back into the Carolina zone. And Ethan Bear now has the puck back of the Hurricane net.
Yeah, kind of settling it down. It was kind of a back and forth ping pong battle in the neutral zone. Bear settles it down. Net gets his guys lined up, and the Hurricanes come away.
Here's Jordan Stahl to the Hawk line. Bumps with DeHaan. Lost the puck. DeBrincat spins it out over the center ice circle. Kurashev had turned the wrong way, and that one hit him in the back of the skate. Now the puck turned over at center ice to Taves over the Hurricane line, down the left wing. Wipes it toward the net. It deflects in behind. Puck rides around to Slavin. Clears to the line. Kept in by DeBrincat. To Taves. Left circle. DeBrincat in front. And actually Carpenter in front. And his stick was lifted at the last second. The puck skitters by. Jesper Fast at center ice. Stripped of the puck by Ryan Carpenter. And he'll backhand it down the left boards in behind the Hurricane net. Ranta back to play it around. Hagel had the puck along the right boards for a moment, lost it. Carpenter did a nice job at the right point to keep that alive with his skate, but the Hurricanes pull it free, and they'll clear their end. Ethan Bear to center ice. Snapping it down the right wing shelf where the boards meets the glass. It skitters around to the far side. Murphy played it back in front of the net. Svechnikov has the puck. Here's Svechnikov now the near corner. Had it chopped off his stick by the Hawks' Jake McCabe. Rides out to the right point. Here's DeAngelo. Down to Svechnikov. He fires from the right wing corner. This hits McCabe and ricochets in behind Lankinen. He scores. And for Andrei Svechnikov, the leading scorer of the Hurricanes, that's now his 7th goal on the season in 7 games played. 6-2 Carolina.
I mean, you kind of got to be kidding me here to a point. Like, the Hawks, they're another spot where they're in good defensive position. Jake McCabe is holding down the front of the net. He knows Svechnikov is going to pass the puck. He's looking to deflect it away. It goes off of his stick, and then his right skate, and then goes in the far side of the net. Nothing is going right for the Blackhawks. They're getting bad bounce after bad bounce. The Hagel one leads to the Aho goal, and then the McCabe unfortunate bounce off of his stick and leg gives Svechnikov another goal, and the Hurricanes now leading at 6-2.
Gee whiz. Svechnikov is 7th on the season from DeAngelo at 6:16 of period number 2. 6-2 the score as we rejoin the play. Into the Hawk zone. Here's Kotkaniemi down the left wing and in behind the Hawk net. And then he falls in the near corner under Kirby Dach. Tyler Johnson took the puck away, clears it across the rink in front of the benches, and is taken at the Hurricane line by Shea. He'll clear to center ice. Pesce with a pass ahead into the Hawk zone. Teravainen to Kotkaniemi near corner. Stripped of the puck by Isaac Phillips. Clears it up the near boards. Pesce kept it alive at the right point. Put it down to the corner. Excuse me. And Kirby Dach will fire it behind the net, around and out to the left point. Shea fires. Kicked out of there by Kevin Lankinen. Tyler Johnson will carry out of the Hawk zone to center ice and then dump the puck down the right sideboards and in behind the Hurricane net. Ranta playing it there for Anthony DeAngelo. He'll stop and have a quick look.
Yeah, this is gut check time for the Blackhawks. You get down 4 goals, and those last 2 were heartbreakers because they were lucky bad break goals. So this is character gut check time for the Hawks. Get back in this game. You got over half of it left. Get the next goal and see what happens.
Now DeHaan into the Hurricane zone to the left point, flips the puck down behind the net. A couple of Hawks converge, but neither one could get to the puck. And then DeHaan takes it back at the left point again, spins it down into the area, now right wing corner, Hurricane zone. Entwistle's got it, pulls up and fires from a sharp angle, deflects in behind. Gaudette's got the puck, wheeling around through the high slot, top of the right circle, rips it on goal, and a glove save made by Ranta. He'll hold on as DeAngelo now mixing it up with Reese Johnson. Yeah, let's see what we get here. The linesmen try to jump in between, and they do. Maybe some calling cards for later.
Yeah, I don't think a penalty's coming from this, although it looked like DeAngelo kind of threw one extra punch at the end of that play.
DeAngelo, a native of New Jersey, and Reese Johnson, a kid from out west, played at Red Deer. All right, 6-2 Hurricanes with 12:05 left in the second. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
We know a dirty little secret about you. You have a team of engineers, and you have no idea what they're capable of. Are they ready for multi-cloud? Are they certified? How advanced are their Java skills? Cloud Academy can give you that insight. Assess your team, develop their skills and experience, and get a full picture of their tech abilities so you can plan your IT projects and get predictable results. Get started and assess your team today for free at cloudacademy.com/team.
Power a house full of devices with the fastest Wi-Fi, only from Xfinity. Now through October 31st, ask how to get a special offer of $300 back when you get gig speed internet. Or get started with up to 50 megabits per second download speed for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X by gateway. Actual speeds vary.
It's been said that in a forest of 100,000 trees, no two are alike. And it's in this natural beauty that TimberTech finds inspiration to create lifelike reflections of the look of real wood found in our high-performance decking products, perfectly capturing natural beauty without ever harming nature itself. TimberTech offers the real look of wood without ever compromising quality, performance, longevity, or design. All so you can build an outdoor space unlike any other. TimberTech. Go against the grain.
Lou Manfredini helps you around the house Saturday morning starting at 6.
Back inside PNC Arena. 12:05 left in the second period. More than half game left to go. The Blackhawks fans have teamed up with Fifth Third Arena, the practice home of the Blackhawks, to create a memorable pregame experience for your game day, including a tour of the Blackhawks locker room, pregame buffet, which is John's favorite, open skate, and a guaranteed gate giveaway. Less than 300 spots remain. Visit blackhawks.com/tickets to secure yours. And you'll have to fight for your food.
Yeah.
From Mr. Weideman.
Me and one of my best friends, we got kicked out of a buffet one time because we had too many
shocking thing to me.
And he had a big appetite too, so they didn't get over on us that day, I'll tell you. All right, 6-2 in favor of Carolina. The Canes have rattled off 5 unanswered goals, and Anthony DeAngelo has a goal and 2 assists so far in this game, and we're not even halfway through. Back in the Hawk zone, Philip Kurashev chased down along the near boards by Teravainen. Kurashev sends it over far corner to Jones. Try to give it back to Kurashev. He then lost the puck off a poke check from Aho, but good job by Kurashev to strip Aho of the puck. Move it behind the Hawk net to DeHaan. He'll pass up the left wing. Kurashev in over the Hurricane line, left wing. Toe drag, and he couldn't get a clean shot away. He actually fell down as he tried to shoot the puck. And now Hardman centers for DeHaan. That's off his stick. Here come the Canes the other way. Jesperi Kotkaniemi into the Hawk zone down the right wing. Backhands one down in front of the net. Lankinen strokes it over to Murphy. He'll clear ahead to center ice, and then it's batted back onto Murphy's stick into the Hawk zone by Kotkaniemi, and the Hawks will regroup. Murphy banks a pass up the right side. Hagel at center ice. Lost the handle. Carpenter takes it back into the Hurricane zone down the right side. Tried to put a pass back into the high slot, picked off by Stahl. Out to Niederreiter at center ice. He'll stick it down the right boards in behind the Hawk net. Lankinen plays it back around those same boards, around up the left wing, Brandon Hagel. Hagel floats it through the air into the Hurricane zone along the left boards. Carpenter reaching around Brady Shea, pokes it free to the corner. Hagel gave it a Taves. He'll fire from the bottom of the left wing circle, and Ranta was alert there, made the save with his pads, and then gloves the puck. Face off to his right.
Yeah, John Taves and Hagel have had a couple nice two-man game works there. That play by Kursev, really nice. He had a 2-on-1. Brinket going to the net. The D went down. He gives a little toe drag around, and when he did that, got to the middle and his skates kind of clicked off of each other, and he kind of went down. Almost looked like he got tripped, but he did not. It kind of skates got tangled up with each other. That would have been a grade A chance for Kursev.
So you're saying he pulled a Weideman, where his skates just sort of clacked into each other, and then he went down awkwardly?
I haven't had a chance to scout your game yet.
Humiliated himself?
I'm going to have to take your word on that if you're saying that's your Weideman.
That's about the best. Make sure you're talking about me, not my son, because he's a much better skater.
Yeah, I just saw it on your phone. I'm like, well, if you can skate anything like that, you're doing good.
Now, Tyler Johnson is down on the ice just inside the Hurricane blue line, and I believe he went knee to knee with one of the Hurricanes. Let's see. We're going to have to get to the... Oh, no. He was cross-checked from the behind and went headfirst into a Hurricane player. And now he's up, and he's laboring to the chute that takes him down to the Blackhawks dressing room.
I'm not sure if he's grabbing his arm. It looks like it may be his elbow or his arm, because you're right, like how you said. And that's a blatant cross-check by Trocheck there, right into Natchez' back. But Johnson, who's a battler, the warrior, struggling, goes off to the...
Penalty, cross-check.
So they did call the penalty. We didn't see that going on, but it was clearly a cross-check by Vinny Trocheck. Hey, there's 10:13 left here, John, in this second period. Half the game left. The Hawks going on a power play. They had success with their first power play. If they can get a goal here, hey, stranger things that happen. Get some positive momentum going for the Hawks on this power play.
Feeling good Sitco power play for the Hawks, their third of the game. And now as we get to the action, here's Kubalik with the puck beside the right circle. Floats it back to the right point. Jones, quick pass over to DeBrincat, top of the left circle. To Jones, high slot. Jones backing up will fire, and that deflects, I believe, off of Doc and up off the glass. Hawks get the puck back. Kubalik from the right point, spins it down behind the Hurricane net. Around it goes to the near side to DeBrincat. Trying to pass it back to the point. This is picked off by Stahl, and he'll clear it down.
Yeah, this Carolina penalty kill is a pressure penalty kill. They do not want to give you time and space in the zone. The way to defeat that is moving the puck quick. 1, 2, 3 quick passes can beat a pressure penalty kill. Something the Hawks got to have do to get success here.
Dave recovering a loose puck, left wing corner, Hurricane zone to Doc, left wing boards to DeBrincat, left point to Kubalik to Jones straight away with a drive and a chest save made by Ranta, and he'll plop in the puck at the top of the crease. And Kirby Doc trying to muscle his way in there and grab a loose puck, could not, and then he's being accosted by a couple of Hurricanes below the goal line to the right of the net. Jonathan Taves in to try and help him out there. And the linesmen jump into the fray.
Oh, and the referees are telling 3 Hawks to stay out of it while Carolina's got 4 in there on our 2 guys. I don't understand that one. You at very least get a third guy in there to help 2 of your top players out in that scrum. Not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, you guys in the white sweaters, stay out of there so that kid can get pounded, right? Isn't that right?
By 3 guys. Come on.
I don't think that's what their intent was, obviously, but we may get another penalty call here. One of our game referees is now he's pointing back into the Hurricane zone for the faceoff. 59 seconds left on the Hawk power play. Face out to the right of Ranta. Kurashev against Stephan on the draw. Stephan wins it to Shea in the corner, and he'll drive it behind the Hurricane net, around up the left wing dasher and down. Jones collects the puck behind the Hawk net. 45 seconds on the Hawks' third. Feeling good Sitco power play. Jones outlet to Kurashev, to Hagel over the Hurricane line to Kurashev in front, moves in and fires, and it's over the net. Round it goes to Gaudet along the right boards to Kurashev, sends it over to the left point. Gustafson reaching for the puck, got it down the boards to Kurashev, stripped of the puck by Teravainen. Gustafson took it back, however, to Gaudet, top of the left circle to Gustafson straight away. Snapshot deflects over the net. Loose puck into the near corner Hurricane end. And it's cleared to center ice and down ice by Pesce.
Good battle there by the Hawks, moving the puck around. Hagel got Kursev going, and that tried to go to glove side on the high, unable to put it in. Good movement by the Hawks, good speed on the rush. You like to see that on a Hawks power play.
Now Lorentz clears it all the way down as the Hurricanes come to full strength. Here's a pass now from the Hawks zone by McCabe to Carpenter, who had his feet knocked out from underneath him from behind by Ian Cole. And no penalty was called there. They let him play. McCabe now behind the Hawk net. Got the puck to Carpenter. Left wing to center ice to Reese Johnson. He'll send it down the boards in behind the Hurricane net. Ranta out to play it around. Carpenter hustles over to the right wing side. Kept the puck in the Hurricane zone for a moment. And then went to check Hurricane defenseman Jacob Slavin. But Slavin was able to clear the puck through center and down into the Hawk end. No icing called. Reese Johnson with the puck. Banks it up the left wing. Dominic Kubalik at center ice. Lifts it diagonally into the right wing corner Hurricane zone. Brady Shea there for Carolina. Will chip it ahead to Niederreiter at the Hurricane blue line, and he'll stick the puck to the Hawk line. Retreating as DeHaan drives it behind the Hawk net around up the left wing to Kubalik. To Doc at center ice. To DeBrincat to Doc over the Hurricane line, and from the right circle turns to fire a backhander. And that deflects wide. And Pesce, who was defending Doc, ends up falling into the inboards. He's laboring out there right now. Doc fed the high slot. Kubalik, one-timer, missed the net. DeBrincat left circle. Passes to the slot. Picked off by Stahl. Stahl then gave it up to DeBrincat. To Kubalik near the left point. Tried to fire it on goal. Pesce blocked that. Moves it ahead to center ice, and Lorentz will deflect it down in behind the Hawk net. Here's Niederreiter battling with DeHaan for the puck in behind the Hawk net. DeHaan strips it away and then leans on Niederreiter. And Isaac Phillips was able to wedge the puck free, but it's picked up in a slot by Natchez. He fires, and that's turned wide. Loose puck to the near boards. D'Angelo fires from the right point. We get a whistle stopping play as Lankinen makes the save. And a slashing call is going to be made here to the Hurricanes. I believe they've opened up the penalty box door on the Hurricane side, and none of the Canes want to go in. Looks like it's going to be Martin Natchez. All right, another fueling good Citgo power play for the Hawks when we return. 6:31 left in the second. 6-2 Carolina. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Steve Bertrand brings you Chicago's afternoon news every weekday 4 till 7.
It's been said that in a forest of 100,000 trees, no two are alike. And it's in this natural beauty that TimberTech finds inspiration to create lifelike reflections of the look of real wood found in our high-performance decking products, perfectly capturing natural beauty without ever harming nature itself. TimberTech offers the real look of wood without ever compromising quality, performance, longevity, or design. All so you can build an outdoor space unlike any other. TimberTech. Go against the grain.
Win your share of $1 million with the BetRivers Beat the Spread Challenge. When you bet on pro football games at BetRivers this season, you can win weekly and season-long prizes. Every time you beat the spread, you'll earn points and move your way up the leaderboard toward the top prizes. See official rules for details. Download the BetRivers app or go to BetRivers.com and start winning. Must be 21 and located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 1-800-994-8448.
More for your money. Andy Moore.
It's a touchdown of savings at Andy Moore Ford. And we're kicking off the season with 0% APR financing on all new 2021 Ford F-150s. We make it easy to find the perfect truck at Indiana's largest Ford dealer for 20 consecutive years. Find your Ford this football season online at andymoreford.com. Stock number T35411. 0 down payment. 72 monthly payments at $13.89 per 1,000 borrowed. $199 fee excluded. Must finance through Ford credit financing. See dealer for full details. Expires 10/4/2021. Based on total rental and car truck sales. Report on new Fords in Indiana for 2020 for Ford Motor Company.
Back in PNC Arena, 6:30 left in the second period. The Blackhawks back on the power play.
And they control the puck. DeBrincat from near the left point tried to fire the puck toward the Hurricane net. This deflects down ice instead into the Hawk zone, and Seth Jones will carry behind the Hawk net then out. Jones to the Hawk line, turns and feeds it back to DeBrincat in the Hawk zone. Ordinarily, you'd see Patrick Kane in that role. And then DeBrincat skates with the puck to the Hurricane line, tried to hand it down the left wing to Taves. This leaves the ice surface on a deflection.
You beat me to it, because I was just thinking about that before the break was, hey, there's no excuses. Teams lose guys all the time, but the Blackhawks right now, you have those two defensemen get injured before the season. Now you have Patrick Kane, Borgstrom, Stillman, Riley Stillman, whatever you want to say, has been a physical presence for the Blackhawks on the back line. And hey, you don't make excuses, but those are key components to a club that is trying to find that first win and not making it any easier having them out.
And Riley Stillman was good for at least one good hip check a game. And boy, were those fun to watch. Here's DeBrincat rifling one in from near the left point. An easy glove save made by Ranta because there was no traffic in front of the Hurricane net.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right about Riley Stillman. even what we interviewed him that one game where he had a couple big hits, and he says he can see it on the ice. He can see guys' reactions to that, knowing, hey, I might not come to that area so hard next time, knowing what might come my way.
Phil Russell, former Blackhawk defenseman, longtime defenseman from back in the 70s. He used to say early in a game he would just drive somebody right into the boards. Sometimes he'd use his stick. He says the next time he came down the ice, he didn't come as hard. He said, I know I got their attention, if nothing else. Here's Kirby Dach into the Hurricane zone, right wing side, flipping the puck down the boards, ends up behind the net. Pesce put it away in the near corner. Trocheck tried to clear it. Taves was wise. He turned his skate sideways to block that outlet. Got the puck to Jones, left point. Jones now to Kubalik, left circle. Fires. Stick save made by Ranta. And Trocheck clears it ahead. It's taken by Jesper Fast at the Hurricane blue line, and he'll clear it down. 40 seconds remain on the Hawks' fourth Feeling Good Sitco power play. Mike Hardman out there for the Hawks, handing it off to DeBrincat through center. In over the Hurricane line, down the right wing, put it in front of the net. Hardman was a little late getting there, and the puck skittered by him and banks down to the Hawk line. Hagel there to Gaudette over the center ice circle, hands it off to Hagel over the Hurricane line. Left wing tried to toe drag it through the legs of Ian Cole, could not, and Cole will clear it down. 10 seconds left on the Hawks power play. They're in their last rush. Gaudette to center ice. Flips it to Hagel over the Hurricane line, left wing. Turning away from traffic, feeds it to the right point. A one-time shot by Gustafsson deflects away. Canes come to full strength. Gustafsson will follow up with another shot from the right point. That deflects away from the front of the net. Hurricanes get it. Here's Lorentz out to center ice. Crossing the Hawk line, down the slot, splits the defense, moves in and shoots. And Lankinen makes the save with the blocker. But a penalty is going to be called here to the Hawks. Hooking will be the call, and this is going to put the Hurricanes on the power play when we return. With 4:11 left in the second, it's 6-2 Carolina. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
I heard the COVID-19 vaccine has...
And the thing I heard about the vaccine...
Sure, but do we really know about the long-term effects?
Did you read that thing on the internet?
He heard from his cousin that they don't...
Okay, you're hearing a lot of talk about the COVID-19 vaccines these days. So how do you find out if getting vaccinated is right for you? By talking to someone you already trust, your doctor or healthcare provider. They'll answer your questions so you can decide what's best for you and your family. Go to GetVaccineAnswers.org to find out more. That's GetVaccineAnswers.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
For 40 years, Michael Myers has haunted this town. He is the essence of evil, and evil dies tonight.
We're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this.
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes. Happy Halloween, Michael.
Halloween Kills, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent, in theaters and streaming only on Peacock now.
So then I dropped some garlic and croutons on there, and the rest is salad history. I made the best salad ever, people, and now I'm making the best app. The Caesar Sportsbook app got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesar rewards. Caesar salad ain't got nothing on my app. Nothing!
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. Your app is ready, Emperor.
Bob Surratt, your 4-hour energy drink, 5 until 9.
Now back to the game.
Back in Raleigh, North Carolina, Chicago Blackhawks trailing Carolina Hurricanes 6-2, 4:11 left in the second period. The Hurricanes are going back on the power play. Struggle here. I just said off the air, Lorentz is the second time he's used his speed, a fourth-line right winger for the Hurricanes, and drawn 2 penalties with that said speed.
Draw to the right of Lankinen, won by the Hawks. Murphy trying to wedge it out up the right wing boards. Had one of the Hurricanes reach in with a stick and disrupt that attempt. And now Murphy will clear it from the right boards, down diagonally into the left wing corner, Hurricane in. Antti Ranta way out of his net just ahead of the goal line. Spins it behind his net over to the far corner. And now the Hurricanes will come out of their end, led by speedy Martin Necas through center ice and over the Hawk line. A bouncing puck taken back now by Stahl. To the left point, a pass now to Niederreiter. Spins it down to the corner. Kotkaniemi will send it around to Necas along the right boards. To Pesce, to Kotkaniemi, top of the left circle. Fires from there. That deflects wide. Jesperi Kotkaniemi has the puck again beside the left wing circle. To Pesce, high slot, back to Kotkaniemi, left circle, firing, and a blocker save made by Lankinen. Murphy drives the puck from behind the net around, but not out of the zone. Kept in at the left point by Pesce. Then he lost it down the boards to Connor Murphy, who'll clear it all the way down.
First you don't succeed, try again. Sure. Connor Murphy able to get back to that second one. Pesce made a nice play to keep it in, but Murphy said not so fast on that second try, picked it off and sent it down.
You went Lee Corso there. I love it. Love it. College football.
Corso.
Yeah. Here now, Doc to a loose puck. He'll fire it down. Not so fast, my friend.
Different sport. It counts, right?
Yeah. Okay. Love that show. And now here's Anthony DeAngelo with a goal and 2 assists already tonight in over the Hawk blue line to Svechnikov near the left point. Tried to backhand it across to the right point. Kirby Dach got a skate in there, kicking it to center ice. Trocheck had trouble dumping the puck into the Hawk zone. This deflects across the rink, front of the benches. Doc with a hustling play, knocked it away to DeBrincat. Back to Jones, Hawk line, to DeHaan between the circles, and he'll clear it all the way down. This should kill off the remainder of the penalty. 5 seconds from now, the Hawks are at full strength. DeAngelo from beside the Hurricane net will start up. DeAngelo over the center ice circle. All he can do is lift the bouncer down in front of the net. Look out, and Lankinen goes down on his knees to stop it. The oncoming Hurricane player, Aho, was hooked up, and this will be a penalty. Let's see what we get here. And actually, this is going to be tripping against Carolina. I thought for sure the Hawks were going to get the gate for 2 for hooking, but instead this is going to the Hurricanes. And it looks like Ethan Bear will get the gate for tripping.
Yeah, you're right. Ethan Bear going for a trip. I was kind of looking the same.
Penalty, tripping.
Like you, I was kind of looking the same way. Slavin's got a smile on his face. Can't believe that they're calling one on the Hurricanes, but the Blackhawks will take it right now. You got just under 2 minutes in the period, so pretty much a power play for the rest of the period. Hopefully not. Hopefully the Hawks can score on it and negate the power play. But this is a key moment here if you want to get any kind of life in this hockey game, if you can bury one here to end the period.
From the draw in the Kane zone, puck ends up in the far corner, Hurricane end. Taves chips it up the boards, but it's taken away by Jordan Stahl. Stahl through center ice across the Hawk blue line. And Seth Jones now reaches out with a poke check. Took the puck away. Jones now to center. Got it to Taves of the Hurricane line left wing. Sent it in front of the net all the way through to the right wing corner. Doc kicking the puck to his stick. Snaps it behind the Hurricane net around to the left wing side to DeBrincat. To Taves left circle to DeBrincat left point. Sends it right point now. Jones had trouble with the pass. Whacks it to the line to DeBrincat over. Now he'll fire from the left circle. And that's wide. Loose puck in the right wing corner. Jones will send it around to DeBrincat on the left wing side to Kubalik at the line. To Jones from the right circle. Fires. That's turned wide. Here's DeBrincat following up with an almost empty net. He shot it just over the top. And he didn't miss by much. Doc to the puck, right circle to Kubalik, deep slot, over to DeBrincat, left circle. Jams it in front of the net, all the way through to the right wing boards. Here's Jones now, high slot to DeBrincat, left circle. Tried to fire it on goal. This deflects just wide and in behind. Taves has the puck. Tried to put it out in front for Doc. This is picked off by Stahl, and he'll backhand it through the air and down.
Good job. We'll have to take a look at that replay, but I think Derek Stephan might have got his stick on that Alex DeBrincat shot as the Hawks ice the puck, but we're going to have a look. Alex DeBrincat had an empty side of that, but I think 18 Stephan got over to the play because most times, that was a wobbling puck, so it's hard to, even on the replay, folks, can't see it right now, but it was a kind of a wobbling puck off his stick, and that's kind of how the bounce have gone for the Blackhawks tonight. And a lot of the time in the first 8 games, not making any excuses for anybody, but it's getting a little ridiculous to see a puck like that kind of explode off of his stick.
Yeah, and it's going to happen, but at some point, the breaks are going to go their way too. So.
Yes,
this is the Hawks' 5th feeling good Sitco power play. Gaudette tried to get a pass, and his skates kick it to a stick at the Hurricane line. Lost the puck in the Canes' end. Pesce firing it down. 10 seconds left in the period. Hagel with the puck along the left side boards. Hawk zone will carry to center ice. Quick pass, Gaudette over the Hurricane line. To Hagel in front. Moves in and fires, and he was tripped on the way in. No penalty called. Hartman with a last-second shot fires, and Raanta will stop that one as well. And Hagel talking to one of the referees as if to say, are you kidding me? That guy was all over me with the stick and holding me and no penalty called. But
holding, and then the trip. Almost two different guys are looking at the rebound, and the evidence is in the net. He's laying in the net as the period expired. Right? Nice little play by Gaudette on the entry. I really liked his play on the power play. The Hawks removed the puck really well. Both units there unable to kind of capitalize, but they beat the pressure a couple times, and Brandon Hagel ends up in the net, and he's kind of looking at the ref like, what are we doing here? There's a hook right there, and then there's a stick lift there.
And a trip.
I mean, yikes.
I don't mean to sound like a homer, but we're seeing it in front of us, folks. They've got this enormous big screen TV. What would you say that is, about 30 feet? 30 feet from corner to corner?
Like at a movie theater, maybe a small movie theater screen.
Yeah,
yes.
That's about right. And anyway, no penalty called. The Canes will take a 6-2 lead into the dressing rooms after 2 periods. The shots on goal favoring Carolina 28-22. And the Blackhawks will open up play in the 3rd period on the Fueling Goods Sitco power play for 3 seconds. But, boy, a mountain to climb. Down by 4 goals to one of the best teams. A lot of people feel that they are the best team in the National Hockey League, the undefeated Hurricanes.
I mean, you look at, like, I kind of said it to you off the air. I'm like, you take those top 6 forwards, and you're like, they changed their line a little bit from last night's game. They switched Svechnikov from the top line. I'm like, and I just said, you could throw those 6 in a blender, and it wouldn't matter who's playing with who. Those guys are pretty special players, and your leading scorer is a 21-year-old, you know. A lot of talent there, and their defense is good. And adding a guy like Tony DeAngelo, a guy that he's just a stud player that had some off-ice troubles that kind of made him expendable. And you know, he sat around for a long time, didn't play hockey, and you didn't know who was going to do it. Well, I think when you have a team that's really good, it kind of you're coming in and you're trying to recalibrate your image, so to speak.
Right.
You're going to come in. You're just going to fall in line and not try to make a big impact other than positively on the ice. And Tony DeAngelo is doing that for the Hurricanes.
He certainly is. And remember, they had Dougie Hamilton last year, who was one of the best.
Pretty much slotting into that spot, right?
Right. And DeAngelo is filling the void so far. He's got a goal and 2 assists tonight. He leads the Hurricanes defenseman in scoring, and he's helped this team to secure the 6-2 lead over the Hawks. All right, now we're going to send it back to Joe Brand, who's standing by in Blackhawks Central. He'll have a full intermission report, and then we're going to return to the Tar Heel State, where the Blackhawks are going to try and catch the Hurricanes, trailing 6-2. Not impossible, says I, but boy, they got to have their work boots on and their lunch pails with them to get her going here in the 3rd period. How about a little
luck? Can we get a little luck?
A little bit of luck?
A bounce or 2 on our side?
Knocking wood. Hopefully that'll be it.
My goodness.
All right, 6-2 Canes after 2 here in Raleigh. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Meet Caitlin and Adrian, a just-married couple that loves each other almost as much as I love windows. As a dedicated Pella window and door replacement advisor, I help guide them through our quality options and decide on the right choice for their style and budget.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
Imagine a deck. What do you see? A bunch of straight, parallel boards. One plank exactly like another. On and on and on. Sure, they're evenly spaced, but so are prison bars. Break free with TimberTech's high-performance multi-width decking. Innovative technology that produces the most lifelike look of real wood anywhere, so you can create a real wood look inspired by the latest design trends, instead of, Alcatraz. Start dreaming today at TimberTech.com. TimberTech. Go against the grain.
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit grifolsplasma.com.
My first plan to spice up the NFL season was to add man-eating tigers to the game. We lost a lot of great players that day, and that was my bad. Now I'm bringing you the Caesars Sportsbook app. It's got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesars rewards, people. It's even better than Tiger Ball.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
What you doing?
Trying on glasses with Zenny's 3D virtual try-on.
Wow, that's pretty cool. But those glasses kind of make you look like your Uncle Bob.
Oh, not exactly the look I was going for. Okay, how about these clear glasses? Oh, or these round ones?
Very on trend. I like both on you.
You know, I also like these aviator sunglasses.
Wait, are those the actual prices? I say get all of them.
Seriously, why not, right?
Oh, now I want new glasses.
Zenni.com. Quality prescription glasses starting at $6.95.
Want to grab hold of some power? Real power? Then stop at Northern Tool and pick up a cordless Milwaukee power tool featuring best-in-class M12 or M18 fuel technology. So you can drill, cut, nail, or grind it like nobody's business. Milwaukee power tools really pack a punch and are built to get the job done. Period. Visit our store or buy online and pick it up curbside. Northern Tool and Equipment. Quality tools for serious work.
It's time for an intermission update. Here's Joe Brand.
A couple more goals for the Carolina Hurricanes. Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov each getting it past Kevin Lankin, and it's now a 6-2 lead for the Carolina Hurricanes. The Blackhawks have 20 minutes left to try and mount a 4-goal comeback, trying to maybe even squeeze just 1 point out of this game. Otherwise, they will be winless in their first 8 games of the season. Meanwhile, Carolina, coming in as one of the best teams in the NHL, they're trying to improve to 7-0-0 this year, and right now off to a good start. Some other scores around the NHL. Florida Panthers are the only other undefeated team right now. They still lead Detroit. It's now a 2-1 lead for the Florida Panthers. Again, the Joel Quenneville-less Florida Panthers, as they're through 2 periods up in the Motor City. The Columbus Blue Jackets still trailing the New York Rangers. It's a 2-0 lead for New York after 2 periods. Coyotes and Capitals are still scoreless. Washington out-shooting Arizona, though, 23-10 through 2 periods, but neither team with a goal. Golden Knights have taken a 1-0 lead over the Anaheim Ducks. They outshot Anaheim 21-8 in that first period, as they're at their first intermission in that one. And the Ottawa Senators leading the Dallas Stars right now 1-0 with a little less than 14 minutes left in the first period. Game 3 of the World Series, scoreless still. Bottom of the second inning over at SunTrust Park in Atlanta, Georgia. Series tied up at 1 game apiece. The next 3 games will be in Atlanta. And moving back over to the NHL, some headlines throughout the league, as New Jersey center Jack Hughes won't need surgery, but he will miss about 5 more weeks due to a dislocated shoulder he suffered in a game against Seattle. Remember that the Hawks lost to Jack Hughes and the New York Devils in their second game of the season. Hughes had quite the game. And also, Brent Sopel, a former member of the Blackhawks 2010 Stanley Cup team, tweeted a statement saying that he was involved in the Block and Jenner investigation. He cooperated, and he does firmly believe that Rocky Wirtz and the Wirtz family did not know of the sexual assault allegations from 2010. Again, the Blackhawks trail Carolina 6-2 after 2 periods over at the PNC Arena. We'll bring back in Paul Caponigri in the next segment. It's the Hawks trail right now. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Bob Surratt. That old DJ is worth listening to.
Bob Surratt starts your day.
National Coffee Day is September 29th, and what better way to celebrate than with a freshly brewed cup of rich, hearty, creamy coffee that's filled with fall, like Starbucks Fall Blend Coffee and Starbucks Creamer, inspired by caramel macchiato. Available at Walmart.
That's the sound of one of my favorite customers ever. His name's Jeremy. His dad Frank called me when it was time to replace their drafty old windows and to take advantage of our limited time sale. As a dedicated Pella advisor, I make getting new windows and doors simple. And when it comes to installation, nobody does it like Pella. Our local team can typically install in just a day.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
It's been said that in a forest of 100,000 trees, no two are alike. And it's in this natural beauty that TimberTech finds inspiration to create lifelike reflections of the look of real wood found in our high-performance decking products, perfectly capturing natural beauty without ever harming nature itself. TimberTech offers the real look of wood without ever compromising quality, performance, longevity, or design. All so you can build an outdoor space unlike any other. TimberTech. Go against the grain.
For 40 years, Michael Myers has haunted this town. He is the essence of evil, and evil dies tonight.
We're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this.
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes. Happy Halloween, Michael.
Halloween Kills, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent, in theaters and streaming only on Peacock now.
The Blackhawks did outshoot Carolina in that second period 12-9, but they still trail the Hurricanes 6-2 after 2 periods over at the PNC Arena. I'm Joe Brand. You're listening to Blackhawks hockey here on 720 WGN. Hey, fans, don't forget, after tonight's game, tune into the Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks post-game show. We'll have player and coach interviews, fan reaction, and game analysis. But again, the Hawks are in danger of dropping their 8th game without collecting 2 points. They're coming off a 4-game homestand in which they went 0-3-1 most recently, picking up 1 point against the Toronto Maple Leafs, but now trailing one of the best teams in hockey in the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's bring in Paul Caponigri over at the PNC Arena, who got a good look at those last 20 minutes. And Paul, those 2 goals that happened quite quickly at the beginning of the second period, you mentioned it, just kind of some rough bounces, but this is exactly what we were talking about in the pregame. You can talk about luck. It is there, and right now it's not in favor of the Hawks right now, but some cases you have to create your own luck, and the Hawks are struggling with that right now. Well, we're going to go back to Paul in just a little bit, as, again, the Hawks were out shooting the Carolina Hurricanes 12-9 in that second period, but those goals given up to Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov, very similar to where both Aho was going down in the right wing on the Blackhawks zone and then tried to somewhat center the pass or at least get it to one of his teammates, but then Brandon Hagel was just right there and caught a bad deflection. After that, Andrei Svechnikov, again trying to center the puck, caught a piece of Jake McCabe's skate as that went through. And now let's head back over to PNC Arena where Paul Caponigri is standing by. So Paul, just kind of talking about, we talked about at the beginning of the game, luck is there. Luck is a conversation piece right now, but you do have to create your own luck. And those 2 goals by Carolina, a bounce working in their favor, but the Hawks still just having some trouble simplifying their game once again and just doing the little things right to create their own luck.
Yeah, man, I want to agree with you for the duration of the game in totality. But those 2 plays right there, the Hawks were making good defensive plays. They were making the right decisions, and the pucks just didn't go their way. You want to call it luck, whatever, bad luck, puck luck for Carolina, whatever it is. But, I mean, the other instance I want to talk about is, Alex DeBrincat gets the puck just outside the crease, and he's got an empty net, and the puck is flat when it comes to him. We watched this replay maybe 4 times. So I wanted to make sure, because when it came off of his stick, and I wanted to see if it got tipped, because I talked about that. When I looked at the replay, it didn't get tipped, and the puck was flat when it got to him. When it came off of his stick, it came off like a sideways flying saucer, and went way over the net. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, how is that possible? You have the Hawks' #1 sniper, who's not going to miss that. And I don't know. I don't have an explanation for you on why that puck all of a sudden got wobbly, because it was a flat puck right there, and I looked. It did not hit the stick. I'm just kind of like put my hands up, like, how did that happen? Like, was that a magic trick from the ice or something? But that's the thing. No excuses. It's 6-2. There's plays out there that the Hawks, would want to take back. But my goodness, those 3 right there examples, and you're looking at, if those plays don't work against the Hawks and the one works for them, you're looking at a 4-3 hockey game. Look, I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to sugarcoat things and say, oh, the Hawks should be 4-3, but my goodness, like, that right there is just an instance of hopefully those puck luck chances and for and against change and go the Hawks' way at some point. And that's where Seth Jones talked about keep working hard, and you'll never know what's going to happen. But if you keep working hard, most of the time in anything, like, you want to get me all crazy about not hockey things, but when you work hard, good things will happen to you eventually. You just got to keep going at it.
No, that's a good point. You're right. On the replay, like you said, the puck just kind of exploded.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it because I'm like, that's Alex DeBrincat.
Right.
I mean, that guy had 32 goals last year, was 3rd in the league in scoring. Like, that just doesn't happen to him. So, wild event. We'll
have to send that clip over to Mythbusters. Maybe they can bust that case for us. Paul, thanks so much. Have a good time calling the next 20 minutes.
We'll do. Thank you, Joe.
Paul Caponigri over at the PNC Arena. We'll take one more break and give you a scoring recap of that second period as the Hawks trail Carolina 6-2 right now. You're listening to Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
WGN. It's been said that in a forest of 100,000 trees, no two are alike. And it's in this natural beauty that TimberTech finds inspiration to create lifelike reflections of the look of real wood found in our high-performance decking products, perfectly capturing natural beauty without ever harming nature itself. TimberTech offers the real look of wood without ever compromising quality, performance, longevity, or design. All so you can build an outdoor space unlike any other. TimberTech. Go against the grain.
For 40 years, Michael Myers has haunted this town. He is the essence of evil, and evil dies tonight.
We're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this.
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes. Happy Halloween, Michael.
Halloween Kills, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent, in theaters and streaming only on Peacock now.
This episode is made possible by PwC. When you bring together human ingenuity, passion, and experience with the latest technology, the future starts to look a whole lot smarter. Which is why the new equation is meeting the future of work today with ProEdge. Digitally upskill your entire organization to keep ahead of the curve and drive growth. Learn more at thenewequation.com.
The independent agents that represent Indiana Farmers Insurance know if you want to earn a farmer's business, you first have to earn their trust. Farmers have enough to worry about, so it's great to know that we have their backs, that we know what's important to their business, their family, and their life. They know we're in this together, and that's how work gets done. Visit IndianaFarmersInsurance.com to find the agent that's near you and right for you. That's IndianaFarmersInsurance.com.
Period 3. The third period is next. Here for a recap is Joe Brand.
After Carolina picked up 4 unanswered goals to end the first period, they added to their lead on a power play opportunity in the second period.
Head to Trocheck over the Hawk line, to Teravainen, to the right point, D'Angelo, to Aho, right circle, moves in, shoots and scores. Power play goal, and it's now 5-2 Carolina, with 16-17 left in period number 2.
Carolina picked up another goal by Andrei Svechnikov about a minute later. Tony D'Angelo and Vincent Trocheck with assists on that. Somewhat of a similar circumstance as Svechnikov from the corner of the ice tried to center the pass, and it caught Jake McCabe's skate. A 6-2 lead for Carolina. 20 minutes left for the Blackhawks to turn this thing around. We'll turn it on over to John Weideman and Paul Caponigri now.
All right, thank you, Joe. Teams are on the ice surface. We'll have action here in the third period momentarily. Hawks know what's at stake. They know what's going on. They know where they are. They know they're playing against one of the best teams, if not the best team in the National Hockey League, in the Carolina Hurricanes. And by the way, I mentioned one of the best teams because, you know, who is the best team? All right, the Florida Panthers 7-0, the Carolina Hurricanes 6-0. Right. Both are 1,000%. So by the end of the night, maybe we'll know the answer to that. Right now, the Hurricanes are in position to make it 7-0 themselves, and it's the best start in franchise history, easily, going back to the days of the old Hartford Whalers, and then previous to that, the New England Whalers of the World Hockey Association. A little trivia for you younger hockey fans. Underway here in the third. Hagel on the right wing corner, Hurricane end, drags the puck off the dasher, put it to the right point. Seth Jones will snap one toward the Hurricane net, sails high and wide, in behind the net. It's spun around, but not out. Here's Carpenter firing from the right point. That's blocked. And the other way come the Hurricanes, led by Jordan Stahl. To Anthony D'Angelo over the Hawk line. Left circle to Nino Niederreiter. Left circle centers the puck. Hit a skate. Here comes Hagel the other way. Hagel to center ice, right wing side. Pulls up short of the line. Tried to go rink wide with a pass, and he missed. He stops at the line and put it down the boards in behind the Hurricane net. The teams are in line change.
Yeah, right idea there by Brand Hagel. Another whiff. He was late in the shift. He was looking to dumped the puck in, but then he saw a streaking winger, just whiffed on it a little bit. But no harm, no foul. Puck goes down deep into the Cane zone.
Here's Hardman into the Hurricane zone right wing side, muscles the puck down the boards, ends up behind the net. And it's spun around by Ethan Bear, but not out. Kept in by the Hawks' McCabe at the left point. Then he put the puck down to the corner, and Bear will push it out to center ice again. Deflects into the Hawk zone. Connor Murphy backing up near corner Hawk zone. Passing between the circles, McCabe. Leaves it there for Kurashev, who spun it ahead up the left wing. This misses its intended target, Kubalik. Hurricanes get the puck back. And at the Hawk line, Trocheck will bat it through the air down ice in front of the net. McCabe took it in behind. Sent it up the left wing to Reese Johnson. Then a pass across the rink. Connor Murphy at center ice on the right wing. And he'll fire it down the dasher into the Hurricane zone. This circles the net and ends up the far side to Pesce. He'll fire it ahead, and we're going to get a whistle-stopping play. I believe that hit somebody on the Hurricane bench and bounced back into the playing surface.
It was either that or something that came onto the ice, like a mouth guard, or I'm not quite sure, but right in front of the lines and right in front of the Hurricanes bench. And Rod Brindamore, the perfectionist, not happy with that as the puck comes all the way back down in offensive zone face-off for the Blackhawks.
Boy, Rod Brindamore, I tell you what, he is in such tremendous shape. He's in his 50s. He's in such great shape that, when the players, the healthy scratches, are going through their skating drills, he can stay with them. He can actually lead the skating. He is in that great a shape. And the guys will come into the dressing room and they'll just collapse on the floor. They can't keep up with Brindy, who then, after he got through skating, he's headed to the weight room for some more exercise. The man is just in impeccable condition. In front of the Hawk net now, the puck swatted out of there by Hardman. Kept in by the Hurricanes. At the right point, Aho put the puck down to the half boards. Teravainen moves it to the left point to Shea. Now Teravainen left circle to Shea, left corner. To Aho, left corner to the high slot. Teravainen back to Aho. He'll fire from the top of the left circle over the net around the glass. Jordan Martinook behind the Hawk net. Lost it there. Gustafson pokes it over the Hawk net. Martinook will now pick it up in the left wing corner. And Jones drills it into the corner from behind with a cross check in the back. No penalty called. I thought we might get one there. Gustafson tries to clear it out. Kept in by Brett Pesce, right point. Moves it down the boards, around off the dasher to the left wing corner, Brady Shea. He's smothered into the corner boards there with a check from Entwistle. Bounces off the check. Carries back up the boards and spins the puck behind the Hawk net. Gustafson clears it around but not out. Pesce moves it down to the half boards. Kirby Doc is able to push it ahead to Gaudette, and he'll sweep it with a backhander into the Hurricane end. Hawks in the line change may get caught. Here's Stephan into the Hawk zone, turning and firing for the left circle. Blocker saved by Lankinen. Slavin from the left point, put it down to the left wing boards. And Stephan fired it across. Now here's Slavin gutting one in from the left point, and Kevin Lankinen used his mask and deflected that one up and out of play. Soccer style.
Hey, there's no way we can read minds, but I'm about 90% sure that was on purpose. They wanted to get a face-off, settle things down, and he literally used his head to angle it out of play, and that's why I always say, man, goalies are strange. He's like looking. He could have grabbed it with his glove. Sure. He could have done many other things, got out of the way because it was over the net. It was going to go wide, but he decided, I'm going to use my head to get the puck. Oh, here we go.
Going to get a scrap. I knew this was coming. Reese Johnson and Anthony D'Angelo. They're going to go out over the center ice circle. They take the marquee to Queensbury pose. They haven't locked up yet, and now Johnson reaches, takes a right from D'Angelo, another right, then throws a right over the top, and he rocks D'Angelo, who goes down, and then Johnson grabs hold of him and feeds him an uppercut, and then falls underneath D'Angelo. A really good scrap. And Anthony D'Angelo gets up off the ice and throws the arms up in the air as if to incite the crowd. But good for Reese Johnson. He knew that he had to do something to get his team fired up, and he did.
Reese Johnson, Tony D'Angelo got a nice first right in, but Reese Johnson got two big rights in to follow that, knocked D'Angelo down. Give D'Angelo credit, he got back up, got in the fight, and ended up on top. But that was a pretty good matchup. Reese Johnson getting a couple nice punches in there, but D'Angelo answered back. And I remember they had a little bit of a a joust earlier in the game. So I'm sure they said, you know what, let's do this. And obviously it did, because D'Angelo's standing at the point. The puck barely got dropped, and they were already dropping the glove. So that was a little premeditated. But I like it from both sides, and I definitely like it for the Blackhawks side. Reese Johnson trying to give his team a little spark.
Sure. And he did. We'll see how they react. 5 each for fighting for both D'Angelo and Johnson. The penalties at .355.
And it's amazing what it does to the building, because, it's 6-2. The building's kind of, humming and hawing around, and then they drop the gloves, and this place just elevated 10 notches.
You mean, wait a minute, you mean that half the crowd didn't go out to the corridor to get popcorn and soda and stuff? They actually stayed?
They had just gotten back,
Oh, okay.
They could smell the fight coming.
Right. All right. Well, down in the Hurricane zone in the near corner, Lorentz will send the puck around the boards and down ice into the Hawk zone. This is actually Ian Cole, And now Isaac Phillips firing the puck ahead into the Hurricane zone. It deflects down ice. No icing called. Martin Necas moves it over. Far side boards to Shea. Now to Svechnikov out to center ice. Nearly stripped of the puck, but moves it in over the Hawk line. And from the right circle, Trocheck fires a blocker save made by Lankinen. Here now in the near corner, Hawk zone. Murphy sidesteps a hit. Put a pass up the right wing. Mike Hardman at center ice, front of the penalty boxes. He'll snap it down the dasher and in behind the Hurricane net it goes. Ranta plays it to the near corner to Shea. Passing up the left wing, Trocheck at center ice. Tried to lead Kotkaniemi into the Hawk zone. This is batted back into the Hurricane end. And now Shea is able to scoop it ahead into the Hawk end. Loose puck between the circles taken by Jake McCabe. To DeBrincat along the left boards to Murphy, right wing side. Then a pass on the left wing, Hardman into the Hurricane zone, and he'll spin it down behind the net and then runs into Shea there. Shea to the puck, will spin it back around up the near side. And Aho got a stick in front of, or into the skates of Kubalik and put him to the ice. No penalty call. Isaac Phillips, meanwhile, into the Hurricane zone down the left wing, will snap it in on goal, and a glove save made by Ranta.
Good to see the youngster getting more shifts. I think you've said his name a couple times in the last 3 minutes, but he gets the puck. He tries to make a pass in the neutral zone to Kubalik, but a puck bounces right back to him. He takes it into the zone, gets a wrist shot on net. And the Hawks will have an offensive zone face-off to the right of Antti Ranta.
Yeah, it's going to be Kirby Dach facing off with Jordan Stahl. The drop of the puck. Stahl wins this one to Ethan Bear. Bear moving up the right wing will flip it into the Hawk zone, and gloving out of the air was Gustafsson. Tried to drop it to a stick and clear it out. Puck was kept alive left point by Stahl, who moves it down the boards in behind the Hawk net. Good play by Phillips to win a battle for the puck. Put it up the right side, center ice. Kubalik to Hagel, moving down toward the Hurricane net, and he was stripped of the puck from behind by Bear. Phillips runs into his man at center ice. He goes down. That's Jesper Fast. As Stahl put the puck down the left wing boards in behind the Hawk net. And now Dach will clear it ahead up the left wing to Hagel. Put the puck across the rink into the Hawk zone to Kubalik. Spins it behind the net. Gustafsson wires a pass ahead to the Hurricane line off of Dach's stick and down. And then Ranta plays the puck into the far corner. Pesce will move it behind his net up the near side for Shea, who passed ahead. Here's Pesce picking it up at the Hawk blue line, dumping the puck to the right corner Hawk zone. DeHaan had it there, lost it. Loose puck behind the net. Poked out in front by Entwistle, right to Ryan Carpenter. Carpenter carries to center ice and nudges the puck off the boards to the Hurricane blue line. And Brett Pesce right there shot it to the Hawk line. Seth Jones with the puck, moves it across the rink. Entwistle tried to send it back across. Picked off by the Canes, and Stephan will clear it down ice in on goal. And Lankinen moves it behind the net to Jones. Passing up the right side, Entwistle to the Hurricane blue line. Fires one wide of the net. Rides up the boards to the left wing half boards to DeBrincat. Tried to put it in behind the Hurricane net and did. And now Jacob Slavin will take it away. Slavin played 3 seasons of junior hockey in the USHL with the Chicago Steel. And just is a terrific young man. Now Slavin shot at the center ice. Murphy runs over Trocheck. We're going to get another scrap. Murphy locked up with Svechnikov and goes down to the ice. And from the seat of his pants, Murphy is throwing punches at Andrei Svechnikov. And the linesman trying to pry everybody apart. 12:35 left in the third period. And 6-2 is the score. Boy, Murphy got the mitts off quick. And he drags Svechnikov down to the ice, and he's trying to throw punches there as they're entangled. they'll go sit it out, each for 5 minutes, no doubt. 12:35 left in the third. 6-2 Carolina down here on Tobacco Road. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Jake and Christine knew they needed help renovating their dream home. As a Pella advisor, I make sure every step of getting new windows and doors is smooth, including setting you up with our Pella Care Guarantee. It covers everything from product to installation, with some of the strongest warranties in the industry.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
Power a house full of devices with the fastest Wi-Fi, only from Xfinity. Now through October 31st, ask how to get a special offer of $300 back when you get gig speed internet. Or get started with up to 50 megabits per second download speed for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary.
Veterans, you stepped up for our freedom. You deserve the freedom to move about your home. If you served in a branch of the armed forces, enter for the chance to win a home stair lift with installation from Access Elevator. Visit WGNradio.com/contests.
Join me, Anna Devlantis, weekdays 1 to 4 on 720 and smart devices everywhere.
Now, back to the game.
Back in the state of North Carolina, Chicago Blackhawks will go on a power play with 12:35 left in the third period. And the Hawks are going to see these Carolina Hurricanes, like John said in the preview of the game, November 3rd, next Wednesday, Carolina will visit the United Center to take on the Blackhawks. And secure your seats at blackhawks.com/tickets to see this fun, high-flying hockey team playing the Hawks.
And tonight it's old-time hockey.
It's turning that way.
Yeah. Had a couple of tilts. Genuine one that Reese Johnson engaged in with Anthony D'Angelo, and they were firing bombs at each other.
Yeah, you had a reaction off of that one punch by Reese Johnson.
Yeah, and then just a little while ago, Connor Murphy and Andrei Svechnikov having at it. So the Hawks on the Fueling Good Sitco power play for the 6th time tonight. Seth Jones inside the line, deep slot to DeBrincat, right circle to Kubalik, left circle. He fired it in front of the net. Taves was in front trying to deflect it and missed. And the other way, the Canes here at center at the Hurricane blue line. Stephan will fire it all the way down.
Yeah, it looked like Kubalik was simply just trying to hit Jonathan Taves' stick because he was wide open in front of the net and would have had an empty side and might have just got between his stick and his skates and zipped right through.
DeBrincat weaving down the right wing Hurricane zone, shoots and scores! The Cat snaps it past Antti Ranta on the stick side, and it's a power play goal. The Hawks have scored twice on the power play here tonight. They trail 6-3, but a lot of time on that clock, and a lot can happen in that time.
Well, John, like many times on the power play, especially with Patrick Kane not in the lineup, Seth Jones carries the puck up, but as Alex DeBrincat delays to try to give himself some space to come through the neutral zone, he does so, and instead of passing this time, he keeps the puck, comes through the middle, makes a little deke to the right side of the defense, and from about the face-off dot on the left side of Antti Ranta, he goes through the armpit on the blocker side and snipes it through. Kind of a little makeup for that missed, still questioned. I still got a question mark over how he didn't score that other one, how that puck fluttered, but that one makes up for it, and it's a power play goal.
So it's DeBrincat from Jones at 8:34 of period number 3. Isaac Phillips behind the Hawk net calling for the puck, tried to clear it ahead, picked off by the Hurricanes. Here's Lorentz behind the net, moving the puck around to the near side, taken by Shea from the left wing half boards, sent it down to the corner. Johan battling with Lorentz. Lorentz is able to shake the check from the half boards and shot it across into the right circle. Brett Pesce there, flips it down beside the Hawk net. Oh, Calvin DeHaan got away with a slew foot there. He stuck his foot in behind Derek Stepan's leg, and Stephan went down in a heap. Meanwhile, here's Lorentz firing for the left circle, Hawk zone wide. Stephan then fires from the right point. That's over the net and around. Brady Shea from the left wing boards. Carrying down to the corner. Shakes a check from DeHaan. Put it behind the Hawk net to Martinuk. Then around to Aho. There's Sebastian Aho, right point. Snapping it down the boards in behind the Hawk net. Picked up by Entwistle in the near corner. Put it behind the Hawk net. Isaac Phillips, in his NHL and Hawks debut, snapped the pass ahead, and this misses his teammates and goes down. We're going to get icing against the Hawks.
Well, John, with that goal, it's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito, Yankee Tequila. So smooth. So you say. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If it says it here, it must be true.
It must be, yeah. We've got it on hard copy.
That's right.
Yeah. To break it from Jones and add the second assist to Dominic Kubalik. Hawks 2 for 6 on the Fueling Good Sitco power play, but trail by 3. And now one of the linesmen skating to the Hawks bench. This is Scott Cherry. Having a conversation with...
Looks like Reese Johnson might need to go back into the penalty box. Is that what they're doing? Not sure.
Oh, you know what?
Murphy.
Penalty box attendant. There you go.
They had a few guys in the penalty box. They weren't sure which guys would come out, and I think they both tried to sneak out of there at the same time.
So Murph skates across to the Bronx cheers from the crowd.
Yeah, they think they're getting a power play. That's just him going back to where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
No power play for you, Hurricane. Sorry to upset you, get you excited.
Now Teravainen from the Hawk blue line tried to fire one in on goal. This is blocked to center ice by Carpenter. Teuvo Teravainen, the boys used to call him Turbo when he was with the Hawks. Firing it back into the Hawk zone behind the net. Phillips put it over to the far corner. Gustafson clearing to center ice. Ethan Bear of the Hurricanes will fire it back down into the Hawk zone. Puck circles the net, ends up in the near corner. And Phillips had it, lost it. Centering pass. Here's Bear with a shot from the top of the right circle. And down is Kevin Lankinen with a butterfly save.
Yeah, really like that aggressiveness from Lankinen. He was a good 2 feet outside of that crease. And Bear had a big windup and had a lot of room, but Lankinen comes out and kind of takes the angle away from him and soaks it in. He had a little worry about it. Might have got behind him. It didn't.
Yeah.
But I like that aggression of him coming out of his net. Bear didn't really have any other options.
Yeah, Lankinen used his glove instead of his head this time.
He's got to switch it up. Glove. Next time maybe uses skate only.
Yeah. What the heck?
These guys are pretty skilled. I mean, that regardless, you think goalies are weird, which they are. I met enough of them. But that's a pretty skilled play to be able to do that with his head.
Yeah,
say what you want about it.
It doesn't make him a bad person. It's just, he's part of the goaltending union. And by the way, it's not unprecedented. There was a goaltender back in the early 2000s named Antero Niittymaki, who played for the Philadelphia Flyers, who used to deflect pucks out of play with his headgear. And I saw him do it a couple of times. I would see him do it, and I'd say, did I just see what I think I just saw? And it was. They said, oh, yeah, he does that all the time. So, okay. Here's Kubalik in the Hawk zone, passing ahead to Taves, Hawk line. Pope checks it over to Jake McCabe, front of the benches. Then back to Murphy in the Hawk end. And a pass up the right wing to Kubalik. Did it brink it at the Hurricane line on the right wing. He'll chip it down off the corner boards, and this bleeds into the crease. Ranta put it away up the right side to Pesci. Then they hit to Jordan Stahl. At center ice to Shea on the left wing side. Hit as he dumps it down behind the Hawk net. Jones passing ahead. Gustafson back to Seth Jones through center. In over the Hurricane line. Down the left wing. Full head of speed. Turned away in the corner. Sets up the left point. Kubalik. Slap pass across to the right point for Gustafson. Leaves the Hurricane zone. Gustafson has to go back and chip the puck into the left wing corner in the Canes end, and the Hurricanes are in a line change.
Yeah, right idea there by Dominic Kubalik. Maybe take a little time to make sure that pass is accurate more than the quickness of getting it over there, unable to keep it in the zone and keep the pressure on the Hurricanes.
Now Gustafson tried to clear it ahead. It deflects to the left circle. Slavin will fire. That's over the net. Round the boards it goes. Kept in at the right point by Bear. Spins it down in behind the Hawk net. And Stephan drags it out. Put it back in the area in front of the net. Jordan Martinook out to the left point. Spins it down in behind the Hawk net. Lorentz is there. Lorentz around to the top of the left circle. Kirby Dach all over and made him give up the puck with a great effort. Dach spins it ahead, but Slavin knocked it out of midair. Then Dach took it back along the right wing half boards and then lost it again as Slavin clears to center ice.
Yeah, fans not happy with that, but I thought it was a pretty good play by Kirby Dach, and he's getting known to be able to strip some pucks because he's got that length And then, unfortunately, his saucer pass was picked off in midair by the defense of the Hurricanes. Or I think it was that Hagel?
No, Stephan.
No, I mean,
oh, he was going to, yeah.
Hagel might have been in and had a breakaway.
Yeah, Stephan has tremendous hand-eye coordination with the stick as well, so another aspect of his game that makes him, in my opinion, one of the best defensemen in the NHL. Now in front of the penalty boxes, here's Ryan Carpenter flinging the puck down beside the Hurricane net. Raanta sticks it over the near corner. Ian Cole, who waves the puck behind his net to DeAngelo, who shot it to the Hawk blue line off a deflection. Mike Hardman's got it back for the Hawks. He'll fling it off the right side glass and down behind the Hurricane net. Raanta put it away to Cole in the near corner. And he'll pass it ahead. Martin Necas over the center ice circle to DeAngelo over the Hawk line right point. Sent it across left wing corner Hawk zone. Connor Murphy there to get it. Over to Jake McCabe, then ahead to Philip Kurashev at center ice. He'll drive it off the left corner boards. Hurricane in. This ends up being picked up behind the net by Pesce. Stripped of the puck by DeBrincat. Put it in front for Kurashev. He fired, and Raanta got just enough of it. DeBrincat got it back, feeds it up the slot. Murphy now, top of the right circle, lost their footing, and then takes the puck and fires, and that's wide. And Niederreiter is heading to the Carolina dressing room, limping on the way. He may have caught a rut or maybe a hit with a shot or something, but he is off for right now. Here's Gaudette now to the Hurricane line. Backhands the puck to the left wing corner. Ethan Bear there will spin it behind the net up the left wing to Lorentz. And ahead to center ice now to Stephan, who dumps it down behind the Hawk net. Circling in to get it, Gustafsson carrying out, moving it ahead, Entwistle. At center ice on the left wing. Sent it into the Kane zone for Taves, who tried to center the puck. Batted away by Slavin. Over to Stephan. He'll clear it down ice into the Hawk zone.
Yeah, on that last rush by the Hawk, DeBrincat had the puck behind the net. He didn't have a guy to pass out, and Raanta was a little out of his crease. So what he tried to do was bank that puck and creative play by Alex DeBrincat. The puck didn't go through. It came back to him. He tried to get it to the point, but I love the creativity there, and that's a scoring chance when you see a goalie a little out of his net.
Doc into the Hurricane zone left wing side, cuts across the high slot and fires, and that deflects off the glass behind the net, and then Shea knocks down Reese Johnson beside the Hurricane net. He's going off for roughing, and the Hawks are going to pick up their 7th Feeling Good Sitco power play when we return. 5:25 left in the third. 6-3 Carolina. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Get me to a microphone. I need to broadcast.
Win your share of $1 million with the BetRivers Beat the Spread Challenge. When you bet on pro football games at BetRivers this season, you can win weekly and season-long prizes. Every time you beat the spread, you'll earn points and move your way up the leaderboard toward the top prizes. See official rules for details. Download the BetRivers app or go to BetRivers.com and start winning. Must be 21 and located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 1-800-994-8448.
We're all busy this time of year. There's back to school, football season, and this little thing around here called harvest. You don't have time to be sick or in the hospital. Did you know that the COVID Delta variant is more contagious than the common cold, and that doctors are seeing more young and healthy unvaccinated people in the hospital? Get informed about vaccines and make the decision that's right for you and the ones you love. Find out more at getvaccineanswers.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
It's been said that in a forest of 100,000 trees, no two are alike. And it's in this natural beauty that TimberTech finds inspiration to create lifelike reflections of the look of real wood found in our high-performance decking products, perfectly capturing natural beauty without ever harming nature itself. TimberTech offers the real look of wood without ever compromising quality, performance, longevity, or design. All so you can build an outdoor space unlike any other. TimberTech. Go against the grain.
You have a vision for your business. Your priority might be to
expand facilities
or
bring in the best talent.
At Century Insurance, we listen, learn, and work to understand your business and your plans to help protect your
new locations.
As your business evolves and your vision comes true, Century. Right by you. Property and casualty coverages and underwritten and safety services are provided by a member of the Century Insurance Group, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. For a complete listing of companies, visit Century.com. Policies, coverages, benefits, and discounts are not available in all states. See policy for complete coverage details.
Blackhawks going back on the power play. 5:25 left in the game. Chance here to get a little more life, make things interesting, get a power play goal here, make it 6-4. and see what can happen.
Seth Jones in the Hawk zone along the right boards, leaves it for Taves to DeBrincat at the Hawk line. He'll skate the puck ahead, give it to Taves over the Hurricane line left wing. Taves had it chopped off his stick, got it back in the left wing corner. Then DeBrincat had the puck next to the net and lost it. Jordan Stahl will grab it and backhand it down.
Yeah, DeBrincat just couldn't get a hold of it. Kind of twisted him around like a pretzel. He was trying to reach back and grab it and fish it along to the open corner. Wasn't able to corral it, and the Hurricanes were able to dump.
Hawks on their 7th fueling good Sitco power play as Jones enters the Hurricane zone and put the puck into the right wing corner for Hagel. He made a back pass that's picked off by Slavin. He'll clear it down.
Yeah, the Hurricanes undoubtedly are just super aggressive in their defensive zone on the penalty kill. The Hawks got to be quick with the puck, make quick, decisive decisions, and they can beat that pressure.
Oh, DeBrincat fed it ahead for Hagel down to the left wing corner Hurricane zone where a scrum ensues, and Kurashev came out with a puck, banks at left point. Now Gustafson to the right circle. Gaudette with a toe drag. He releases the puck. He didn't mean to. It slides toward the net, and once again Slavin got hold of it and clears it off the boards and down.
Yeah, trying to use that toe drag to find a shooting lane. Wasn't able to find one, so he's trying to hold it, but his momentum kind of took the puck away from him, and the Hurricanes were able to clear.
Hawks in their 7th fueling good Sitco power play from the left wing corner. Hagel takes a bump, put it around to the right wing boards. Gustafson shot it across the rink. Hagel from the left wing side tried to feed it back to the left point, picked off by Teravainen. He'll crisscross through center ice over the Hawk line and fire a wrist shot wide. Loose puck in behind the net. And Foss was bumped off the puck, but it slides to Teravainen. He flips it back into the Hurricane Indy. And Cole, he'll hold the puck as the Hurricanes come to full strength. And then Cole drove it down the left wing boards into the Hawk zone. No icing will be called, but the Hurricanes come to full strength. Shea's out of the box. Carpenter, a backhand saucer pass, picked off at center ice, taken back by DeHaan. Into the Kane zone, tried to hand it at the right point for Reese Johnson. This is poke check to center ice by Martinook. And then Isaac Phillips will fire it off the left wing boards and down behind the Hurricane net into the near corner. Johnson put a shoulder into Slavin there, but Slavin moves the puck ahead. Here's Stephan into the Hawks on left wing side. To Lawrence down the slot. He dinks and couldn't get a clean shot away. And Lankinen was knocked over in the process, but kept the puck out of the net. And Twistle into the Hurricane zone. Weaving to the right wing side. We got another penalty coming up here. Let's see what we get. We'll tell you about it after the break. 2:39 left in the third. 6-3 Carolina. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The beloved fairy tale Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella comes to the Paramount Theater. Enter to win a night out with me, Dean Richards, including a VIP meet and greet and 2 tickets to the show Sunday, November 21st. Visit WGNradio.com/contests.
Where do you want the roofing business to take you? To a nicer house? To family vacations? A comfortable retirement? Wherever you're going, GAF contractor programs and products can help you get there. Visit GAF.com/get there.
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit GrifolsPlasma.com.
So then I dropped some garlic and croutons on there, and the rest is salad history. I made the best salad ever, people, and now I'm making the best app. The Caesar Sportsbook app got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesar rewards. Caesar salad ain't got nothing on my app. Nothing!
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. Your app is ready, Emperor.
Join our firm, Surratt, Grzanich, Ennett, and Kakuzian. Our offices open early.
Now, back to the game.
2:39 left in the game. Hopefully in the third period only, we can somehow put 3 on the board. The Hawks again on the power play here after I think it was a charging call against Lawrence. If we're reading the referee's body language correctly, but the Hawks on the power play again, a chance to cut this lead again. The Taves, Doc, Kubalik, DeBrincat, and Seth Jones unit out for Chicago.
Hawks with their 8th feeling good Sitco power play. As Paul was telling you, this ties a season high on the power play for the Hawks. We'll see if they can cash in. Right now they're 2 for 7. Seth Jones has the puck behind the Hawk net as we started up. Jones carrying out. Out to the Hawk line, drops it back 20 feet into the zone to break it. Head to Taves. He enters the Hurricane zone at the left point, but was stripped of the puck by Trocheck, who fires it down.
Wow, really good play by Trocheck. He was standing kind of dead to right, but as Taves tried to chip it down the wall past him, he kind of used his hand-eye and snared that puck and cleared it down the way.
Jones drops it to Brinkett. Through center ice to the Hawk line, or the Hurricane line, where he dumps it down the boards in behind the net. Pesce got hold of it and fires it off the boards and down. Lankinen lays the goal stick down to stop it for Kubalik, who gives the puck to Jones. Jones out to center ice, 105 on the power play to Hagel over the Hurricane line, left wing side. Tried to work it down to Jones, taken away by Ethan Bear. He'll clear to center ice. Here's to Brinkett, Hawk blue line now. Passing on the right wing, Mike Hardman, Hurricane line, and he'll backhand it down the boards in behind the net. Ronta misplays it into the near corner. Hardman came along, got the puck to Hagel back in the net. To Kurashev in the left wing corner, leaving it there for Brandon Hagel. Then Kurashev spits it behind the net around. Gaudette will fire from the right wing boards. That nearly deflected into the net. Gaudette got it back in the right corner. He leaves it there for Kurashev to Gaudette. Stripped of the puck, though, by Stephan, and he'll clear it down. Now 24 seconds left on the Hawk power.
Almost a similar angle, almost an identical angle where Svechnikov was able to throw the puck at the net like that and put it in. The Hawks get a deflection, and it goes wide.
Gaudette to the slot. Hurricane zone fires. That's just wide of the net. The rebound. They score. It went into the net and crossed the goal line. And let's see. We got the washout signal coming from the referee. I'm not sure which one of the Hawks touched this. I think they're going to review this. The call on the ice is no goal. 47 seconds remain in regulation, and the officials are now going to get together over at the circle in front of the penalty timekeeper's bench and confer.
Exactly, and the problem with where the referee was located, he was on the far side of the net. The puck went over the line on the left side, so he didn't have a good visual of it. As we're able to see a replay, but that puck clearly went in the net. It's a matter of did the referee blow the whistle? Now that's the only thing that could negate it.
Play will be reviewed by the officials to determine if the Chicago player made a play on the puck. The call on the ice is no goal for goaltender interference.
This should be Kurashev's goal. When we see this, Kurashev was crowding the crease and was jabbing at that puck. And it clearly went over the goal line into the Carolina net. It may be moot by the end of the night, but at least you can't take a goal away from the kid when he's been working that hard, regardless of the score, and hasn't given up.
Right, and he's calling goalie interference there, and I'm just kind of, and we saw that against, what was that, Detroit on Sunday, and there's no, he's already in the net. Antti Raanta is in the net on his own volition. He's behind, under the goal crease. If you look at this on the replay, we're having the fortune of seeing it 3 times. Kurashev there pokes at it. Nobody's pushing him into the net. That puck clearly is thrown in with Kurasev's stick. What a great effort on his 3rd try at the puck. But in no way was he pushing a pad in like a lot of people said happened on Sunday with Nedeljkovic in Detroit. But might say it's a goal.
Mike Hardman down there as well poking at it. Let's get the call. Well, they've washed it out. No goal.
I don't know how that's amazing to me. I don't know the rule to a complete T, but sure as heck looked like he earned that one. I don't know what your thought is on that.
I totally agree with you. I'm just wondering if a call might come in from the war room in Toronto to overrule this call here in Carolina. Now, down at the Hawk bench, Jeremy Colleton is pleading his case with referee Garrett Rank, who, by the way, is a scratch golfer.
Well,
I mean, he's unbelievable, but I think this is going to fall on deaf ears. Hate to say it, but.
Yeah, I think he said, if I'm guessing, he said, I disagree. That was a goal, but what are you going to do you can't change his mind. He's already made it up. But, I mean, that's twice in 3 games. I'm trying to find where the goalie interference is. Are they saying Adam Gaudette's skate right there is interfering with him? I'm just trying to find it.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll get an explanation. Obviously, they're going to ask the league what was specifically done there, but I didn't see goalie interference.
Nor did I. If that's their rationale, it's pretty weak rationale. Well, the Canes have come back to full strength, so the Hawks are officially now 2 for 8 on the Fueling Good Citgo power play. 30 seconds left in the game. Carpenter in the Hawk zone along the left boards. Put it across on the right wing side to Johnson. Spins it into the Hurricane end of the right wing corner. Entwistle is there. He had it knocked off his stick to the slot. Picked off and spun down ice into the Hawk zone by Martinook. 12 seconds left. Here's Carpenter, Hawk line, spinning it back to Murphy in the Hawk zone. He'll send it over to McCabe, and he'll just take the rest of the time off the clock, and the Hurricanes are going to be undefeated at 7-0. The best start in franchise history for the Carolina Hurricanes. They win here tonight 6-3. Final shots on goal favoring Carolina 35-26. So the Hawks will pack it up and head to St. Louis for an encounter with the St. Louis Blues tomorrow night. And Alan Furing will have the play-by-play for you, by the way. I'm going to be doing some work over on the TV side. Alan and Paul will get together.
I'll be the veteran of the group.
Yeah, you're going to be the vet. But here tonight, good effort by the Hawks. They had a strong start. They just couldn't sustain it. Carolina, a powerful hockey team, and we found out why. Antti Ranta picks up his first win of the season as the Hurricanes all now assemble around the center ice circle to do their, I don't know what this is called, but anyway, they get the crowd involved as well. 6-3, they win the hockey game against the Hawks tonight. The Hawks ledger now, after 8 games, is 0-6-2. Paul Caponegri and I will be back here to Carolina right after these messages. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Picking the right holiday gift can be hard, but it doesn't have to be. We went ahead and asked clients and employees. They want Omaha Steaks. Don't worry about planning, because every step of the way a dedicated concierge will assist you, making the process of ordering simple and easy. Visit omahasteaks.com/pod and you'll get free shipping, volume discounts, and customizable options to fit your needs. Each box is a gift that keeps on giving, from delicious butcher-cut filet mignons, juicy burgers, to decadent caramel apple tartlets. There's something for everyone. Send them a memorable gift at omahasteaks.com/pod today. Every item is flash frozen and safely delivered to their doorstep. From the time it arrives to the moment they experience it, Omaha Steaks shows you care and is the gift everyone really wants. Visit omahasteaks.com/pod and give people a reason to celebrate. Send Omaha Steaks. It's just good business.
For 40 years, Michael Myers has haunted this town. He is the essence of evil, and evil dies tonight.
We're gonna hunt him down and we're gonna put an end to this.
I want to take his mask off and see the life leave his eyes. Happy Halloween, Michael.
Halloween Kills, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent, in theaters and streaming only on Peacock now.
Steve Bertrand brings you Chicago's afternoon news every weekday 4 till 7. Now, back to the game.
We're back to the PNC Arena for the final time this season. John Weideman along with Paul Caponegri for Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Final score, the Hurricanes 6 and the Hawks 3. And what more can be said that hasn't been said already? Strong start by the Hawks. They actually led the Hurricanes 1-0 and 2-1. The power play was 2 for 8. The penalty kill wasn't bad. They were 2 for 3 against the Hurricanes. They did allow a power play goal, but the Hurricanes got away 35 shots on goal on Kevin Lankinen, who even used his headgear to deflect pucks away from the Hawk net. And 26 shots on goal by the Hawks wasn't enough to get more goals past Antti Ranta, the goaltender for Carolina tonight, than the Canes got past Kevin Lankinen. This is a loss, 6-3, plain and simple. And the Hawks are now 0-6-2, still in search of their first win. Maybe they get it tomorrow night against their longtime rival, the St. Louis Blues. That always seems to bring out the best.
Yeah, I think Hawks fans alone have been waiting to play a game against the St. Louis Blues. It's been almost 2 calendar years, considering they weren't able to play last year. So maybe it is kind of hopefully the medicine for this Blackhawks team. But I think about this game, and I looked at it so I had the time right. But from when the Hawks killed off that penalty they're at the 2-1 lead, and right before stall, from that, it was 5 minutes. That you could argue that 5 minutes was the game right there, where they scored 3 goals and went from down 2-1 to up 4-2. Because if you think about those, those 2 goals in the second period that were, whatever you want to call them, fluke, lucky, good bounces for the Hurricanes, unlucky for the Hawks. They weren't sustaining pressure there and got lucky. They threw a couple pucks and got lucky. So I look at that 5 minutes of 5.5 minutes, I think it is, from the Stahl goal to the Keegan-Emi goal to make it 4-2 was really the story of the game. And that's where the Hawks need to, if they can take out those little chunks where they give up goals like that, the Hawks could be in a lot better shape. And you're playing against, like you said, one of the best teams, if not the best team.
Well, Paul, it was fun working with you here tonight. Good luck tomorrow night with Alan. I'm sure Alan will do a great job.
You on TV, me and Alan on radio. Yeah. It sounds like a winning combo. Let's get that first W.
You guys will handle it. I know you'll do a great job, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow night when the Hawks take on the St. Louis Blues. I guess that's all there is to say. Yeah. My thanks to Paul for a great job doing the color here tonight down in Carolina. Big thanks to our great engineer, Al Salisbury, who always takes care of us. Put her there, Al. Thank you very much. Big thanks to the hardworking crew back at our flagship station tonight, captained by Brett Jackson, along with Ben Anderson. There were a number of Hawk fans that made it down here to Tobacco Road as well. And just in case you're listening on your WGN cell phone app or any other way, we thank you very much for tuning us in and hope you enjoyed our broadcast regardless of the final score. One more time, the final score 6-3 in favor of the Hurricanes. Our final thanks goes to our friend Joe Brand, who got us through Blackhawks Central pregame, the intermissions, and the postgame show upcoming. From Tobacco Road, John Weideman for Paul Caponegri. Thanks for tuning us in. This has been Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN. Joe Brand waiting with postgame activities. Let's get it to him right now.
Khrushchev took it away, got it to Kane. He shoots, he scores! Patrick Kane!
It's time for the Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks postgame show on the Blackhawks Radio Network.
Go Blackhawks!
Here's Joe Brand.
Well, a different game, but somewhat of the same circumstances that the Blackhawks have been struggling with at the beginning of this year, having some good rushes, in this case having a lead, and then 2 different leads, but then coming into a very good and hot team in the Carolina Hurricanes and having some things not go their way, and then unfortunately this one, like a couple of other games earlier this year, just snowballing out of control, and before you know it, the Hawks are down by 4 goals and then get back to within 3, but a large margin just too difficult to close in on, and allowing the other team to play just a little bit more conservatively and hang on to a lead. The Carolina Hurricanes set a franchise record for starting the year 7-0-0. The Blackhawks are now 8 games into their season, still without a win, 0-6-2 after a 6-3 loss at the PNC Arena tonight in Carolina. I'm Joe Brand. This is the Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks postgame show. Let's head back over to the PNC Arena and bring in Paul Caponegri. And, Paul, I'm sorry we got to keep having these conversations, but again, it's a situation where the Hawks come out of the gate with some good hockey. They establish a presence. They do the things that they had talked about doing, getting off to a good start. Now, granted, Carolina is a very, very good team, and they showed that tonight. But when the Blackhawks can show they can play up to their speed and then lose that a little bit, and then when you don't get that luck that we talked about and are unable to create your own luck, the frustration continues to brew. And unfortunately, it's game number 8 of this situation.
Yeah, Joe, we gotta call it the way we see it, right? And the Hawks did come out really good. They got the lead, they gave up the lead, then they got the lead back. That's a good sign on the road. But like I just said, as we kind of ended the broadcast, there's just little chunks in games where it's costing the Hawks. And when you're playing the Carolina Hurricanes at home, a team that has not lost yet, they've got all the confidence in the world. They haven't changed their lineup. They've had the same 18 skaters in all 7 of their games. They're feeling pretty good. So when they feel a sense of a little blood in the water, they're going to hop on that, and that's what they did. And that's where the Hawks, whether who they're playing, but especially against some higher powered teams, they're going to face another one tomorrow in the St. Louis Blues. You got to concentrate. You got to be okay, we gave up that goal. We got to hunker down. We cannot. Hey, if it's got to be a couple of boring shifts coming up after that, just to keep the momentum kind of wet on neither side, right? They get a goal. Your worst case, you want to keep the momentum at nobody has it, right? You're playing a boring game on the road, but they just haven't been able to kind of put that together. And the Hurricanes took advantage, got those 3 goals to make it 4-2, and kind of was the hockey game. Now that you look back on it, I kind of look at those 2 goals in the second period as, hey, that happens in hockey, but it wasn't because the Hawks were playing bad hockey at the time. Mm-hmm. A couple unlucky bounces. So learn from it. I mean, at some point, it's hard to say that some more because it's happening now. We're 8 games in, but you got to say that. You got to learn from it, or you got to put it on different ears that are going to do it at certain times. After a goal, we got to put out certain guys to make sure that, the snowball doesn't get any bigger, so to speak.
Yeah, no, I'm with you because the first period, I mean, again, we talk about the Hawks coming out with a good start, but even when you get that back and forth action, Hawks up 1-0, tie game. Hawks up 2-1, tie game. Carolina takes the lead. And then even when Carolina takes a 2-goal lead, you feel like, okay, at least the Hawks are playing at the same pace as Carolina right now. And so many times earlier this year it had been where the Hawks are only down by a goal or they tie the game, and then once the other team takes the lead, they go on this run of grabbing a couple of goals, and then it's just too much for the Blackhawks to fathom. And even though that was kind of the same recipe tonight, I mean, the third period didn't look all that awful in terms of quality chances, I want to say. And I'm not grasping at straws right now. I understand Carolina was the better team. I understand Carolina deserved to win this game, but I mean that total lost effort doesn't seem like it was there the entire 20 minutes of the second period or the entire 20 minutes of the third period, and I feel like that had been something that the Blackhawks struggled with in the past.
Sure, if you want to, look at a silver lining, the Hurricanes had 18 shots in the first period. They didn't even get that many the rest of the game. Mm-hmm. So, the Hawks played better, but you're climbing an uphill battle against a really good team. And again, they win the special teams battle. So, I mean, you as coaches harp on that stuff. Hey, let's win the special teams battle, especially on the road. And they did it again, but, it's other areas. And it's really hard to explain. I don't know if I've ever seen and John's obviously seen and called a lot more games at this level. I don't know if I've ever seen a team have success certain ways, but have some scores on the scoreboard look so the opposite.
Right.
It's just really, I'm not going to say confusing, but it's just mesmerizing. I don't know.
It's kind of misleading, but not only in a negative way and not only in a positive way. Because that's something that Jeremy Colleton brought up with the success of the special teams, saying, yeah, well, we're a focused group in that setting. And went as far to say the guys that have earned those roles in the special teams take a lot of pride in those roles. And I really think it goes back to the whole conversation about simplifying the game, because you have one goal, right? On the power play, you have one goal. Create a good scoring opportunity and try to put the puck in the back of the net. Penalty, you have one goal. Try to get the puck as far away from the offensive team as possible. So when they are able to simplify it in those terms, they can succeed, but it's just really not working out 5-on-5 right now.
Yeah, and I want to go back, and because I'm seeing a replay. I just saw a replay of it again, and I said it during the broadcast, was communication. Mm-hmm. That can simplify things. Simplify the communication, because there was a play down. It was when the game had just been tied 2-2. Jordan Stahl had scored, and Derek Stephan had the puck in below the goal line in the corner, had time and space. 4 Hawks were down in the defensive area in good position. And I just saw the replay. I'm looking, and Gustafsson and Kurashev were kind of looking at each other like, who's going to go? One of us got to go. And then Kurashev finally decided to go, but it was too late. Now, it wasn't a great goal. It probably should have been stopped by Lankinen, but he probably should have never had that chance.
Right.
Like, somebody should have went and attacked him, saw that, hey, I got help behind me. Let's not give this guy any time and space. So I think simplifying there is just simply being a little more better communication and being not guessing. Know exactly what you need to do and go do it. Don't overthink it. Say, okay, this is my guy. We got coverage behind me. Go. Half a second cost it. It's not, it doesn't look that big, but in hockey, things happen fast, and you got to be able to be determined, like, okay, this is my guy. I got to go eliminate him.